Fam, you wouldn't show up to your game unprepared, so why you still wilding out down there? That's why I had to collab with Manscaped. It's all about precision, confidence, and staying ready for whatever's coming your way, if you get what I mean. When you feel clean, you move different. And on the Courtnee Edgar show, we keep it real, we keep it sharp, focused, and ready for anything. Now, I ain't gonna steer you wrong, so you gotta make sure you hit the link below. The link is gonna be in the description as well as pinned in the chat. And look, get your Manscaped kit right now and stop showing up to life unprepared. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Courtnee Edgar Show. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube, where we talk about everything under the sun as long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. Y'all know what it is. I got the gang with me tonight. You know, we got Ashley in the building. We got Raw. We got Macaroni. Tony. I don't know what Mark is at. I guess he'll show up whenever he get here. But how y'all feeling?
Good. I had a good day today. I had a nice week last week.
Yeah. How was your birthday? How was that
It
joint?
was really good. Yeah, I had a good birthday.
I know. I saw you bought your new whip too, huh?
No, I'm really excited. It's beautiful.
I see you.
Thank you.
What kind of whip you had before that?
A Nissan Sentra SR Turbo.
Okay. Also, you like them fast joints, huh? You like the little fast
joints. This one's even better, so I'm enjoying it.
So you trying to be Toretto Fast and the Furious, huh?
A little. I just really like driving in the mountains. I think it's fun. So
I feel that.
Honda's, they hit the corners really nice. So I'm enjoying it.
I feel that. Raw Mac, how y'all feeling?
I'm Gucci, bro. I'm just struggle streaming.
Per you.
I'll be. My camera will be straight up in a little bit. You feel me?
I got you. All right. So look, before we get started, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification, and make sure you share with your family and your friends. Get them over here and run up these numbers for the Banter and Barter Show. That is the Banter and Barter Show. All right. So let's go ahead and hit the first topic of the night. We got this icebreaker. Ross sent this one. He sent this one over. And he thought it would be a great topic to talk about, and I thought so too. So before I ask, just keep in mind. Now you know what? I ain't gonna ask that question because it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm just gonna believe. All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Do you curse in front of your kids? So we had this conversation yesterday, me, my partner, my sales rep, right? And I had brought my kids around them this weekend. And he was like, bro, that's crazy how you talk to your kids. Mind you, my son is 8, my daughter's 14. And I'm like, what you mean crazy? What'd I say? He goes like, your son fell and you told him not to be a bitch. I'm like, yeah, what I was supposed to say? He goes, I don't know, maybe just go pick him up and hug him and say it'll be all right, sport. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to raise a bitch, so I ain't gonna do bitch man shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right? Like, you know, my son fell off the dirt bike. And he getting up and his lip quivering a little bit. I'm like, yo, don't be a bitch, bro. Don't be no bitch. Stand tall. You a man. You hurt. It's okay to drop a couple tears, right? But we not finna huff and puff. Do you want to ride again? Yup. Just give me a second, Dad. He caught his breath. He got right back on that shit, right? My daughter, I don't really curse at her because she's a girl and it's weird. You know what I'm saying? So she's exclusionary from this. I curse in front of her, but I don't curse at her, right? I can't be like, yo, don't be a bitch. Like, that's weird. You don't say that to a girl. You only say that to a man, right? I want my son to be an alpha male. I want him to be a positive role model for his son. I want him to work hard. I want him to be stoic. I want him to take care of his family. You know, I don't want a beta male as a son. And if that's who he turns out to be in life, that whatever, that's fine. But it's not going to be because I was old punk ass, soft ass, bitch ass daddy, right? I see a lot of these bitch ass daddies and I'm like, bruh. So back to what I was saying, they don't curse at their kids. They won't tell their kids they don't be a bitch. And I'm like, yo, that's cool, whatever. right? And then my partner was like, yeah, man, you know, I want my son, he's big into film, to come record you all day for our media channels. And I'm like, yo, tell the little nigga to come. He's like, nah, he's scared because you curse. I'm like, he's 14. What do you mean he's scared of curse words? Does he not go to high school? Do you know what these kids are doing at 14? You worried about me dropping the F-bomb sometime? Bruh, do you know what's going on in high school right now? Come on, brother. So I'm asking y'all, men, women, y'all raise little weak ass boys. Nah, no dice shit. I'm talking to the fellas, the present daddies, the dads who pick their boys up and work on cars together, the dad who takes their son to the boxing gym and boxes with their son, the dad who's riding dirt bikes with their son or playing pop one of football and basketball and baseball. And daddy who don't curse at his son and be like, yo, don't be a bitch, get up, do it again. I bet his son don't play dance sport, can't damn push up. He old little weak ass, fairy dust face head ass jit.
So, what are y'all thoughts? And because I'm gonna let Ashley go first on this, and since because he said that he don't want women to talk about it, I want Ashley to give her thoughts on this first.
From what he said, I don't have a problem with this. I like the fact that he dropped his voice when he was talking about his daughter and how he doesn't talk to her like that. So I can respect that. So I support per exactly how he said it. I don't like the whole, like, you know, fuckers and fuck you and you're a bitch, and like not like that, but like don't be a bitch to like get him. And he said like tears can drop on his face, but like to get up, that part's fine. As long as we're not hiding emotions, we're just like we're moving through them. Absolutely. Support it. Yeah.
Marcus,
I think he's a good dad.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with it. It's this is on a little bit different end from same concept, but like my friends, I don't know. Courtney probably one knows me like in my personal life. I mean, I curse every other word. I always curse. Like that's just how I talk. And I do have some friends who are like, yo, hey, just keep it down a little bit. You know, like stop cursing. You know, I'm like, what? Like the way I grew up is more of the hierarchy. You know what's up. And my dad just say if he knows how to curse, he knows not how to curse. So like the whole thing of you cursing around your kids gonna make them curse at school and all the other shit like that. That's kind of the wrong way to look at it. Like, yeah, you go ahead and do it. You're gonna get in trouble. You can't do exactly what I do. Like I'm a grown up. So that I think at some point that teaches them like hierarchy, and even in their later life, like for teachers and anyone who has authority over them. A lot of times you get these kids who think they're equal to everybody. They always want to argue with everybody. So no one, there's no hierarchy. So I think this is one thing that does teach kids, there is a hierarchy. I can do some shit you can't do. And a lot of times at a young age, they learn it. So, but yeah, I 100% agree. Like I wouldn't tiptoe around my kids. There'd be no way I would do that.
All right. Rob, what you got?
Shit, I'm all for it. Shit. It's character development. You see, like, even when I first moved into my neighborhood, right? I had a neighbor that was across the street. I think she renting the house out now because she had moved out. But I was in my garage one time, and mind you, I got my own kids.
Right.
I'm playing my music, so you might hear a little YG, bitch, nigga, hoe, nigga, whatever, just whatever the fuck the shit is on the joint. Right. So her son riding his bike, he in the street riding the bike, like a little bicycle. I'm like, all right, like whatever. He go back and forth a couple times. Then all of a sudden, he on the sidewalk. Mind you, it's a neighbor that live across the street. So he come back one time. He on the sidewalk on my side of the street. He slow down by my driveway. And he like, my mom said you need to turn that music down. It's not kid friendly. I was like, bitch, go tell your mama the world ain't kid friendly. Nobody give a fuck about that shit. Like, it's your mama job to parent your ass, not mine. Give a fuck.
I'm real life, motherfucker.
Like, I would have hit him with that heart. My mama told me to tell you.
Listen here, man. Fuck you and your mama. She only got you. At the time I had 3 kids. I got 3 kids in the crib. And it's kind of like what Marcus said, you know, you talk however the fuck you talk. Shit, my kids, they going to bed right now. Sure, they could probably hear me a little bit.
Yeah.
But they know better than when they step outside this house. I bet not ever hear you using none of these words in traffic until you hit a certain metric. When you hit a certain age, then hey, and it's the same way because when I was a kid, my mama Jamaican, so I damn sure couldn't use no damn words. But when it was time to go outside and play, you know, once you 3 blocks away from home, you know the echo can't travel that far. She can't hear your voice no more.
I'm dying.
Shit. As a kid, motherfuckers were sailors outside.
Right.
You just clean it back up once you made it back to your street and hope don't ever nothing slip while you in the house. You better not ever play the video game and think your mom at the grocery store still and you over there letting shit fly while you streaming playing Halo or something. Boy, oh boy.
That's a
You better
fact.
know how to cut that mic off when she kick that door in because it's up.
I would say the only part I disagree with is the fact that him cursing around his daughter. Shit,
Well,
I
He
don't.
said it's weird.
I don't curse at her.
yeah, I
said
think
it's
he was.
weird.
I think that's what. I think his wording was he was trying to say at because he's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's weird calling
Now,
her.
I'll say some shit like, "Hey, you pissing me off right now." I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
you pissing me the fuck off right now." So you better get out of my face.
Yeah, he was saying he doesn't talk to her like that. He said it'd be weird.
You still got manners. You got me fucked up. No.
Yeah, I'll still, hey, you pissing me the fuck off right now. You better get out of my face because you're doing too much right now, little girl. So yeah, I gotta give a little bit too. You know what I'm saying, on both sides. But all in all, I do agree with him. You know, I don't see it as being an issue. I don't see it as traumatizing the kid or anything like that. It does build character at the end of the day, and them understanding like, listen, one thing is for certain, 2 things for sure. I better not hear you say it around me, and you better not be saying it out there in school or anywhere else. Just because I'm saying it, that don't mean you get to say it. You understand me?
I
So-
personally am just a smidge different. I will let my kids curse, but only in the house. Oh well.
That's fair though. I mean,
shit.
to be honest, I don't even think that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Just because you already cursing in the house with them. So if you giving them a little bit of room, say, hey, God damn it. You know, there's certain words I wouldn't let you like. If you say God damn it or some shit like that, like, all right, cool, you got
I'm
it.
not about to let you out here call your brother a cunt, but
Don't
yeah.
don't go overboard with
You got
it.
restrictions on the curse word? You can let them curse. Let them go at it.
Hey, listen, bro, give them. I agree with it. I don't do it just because of where I'm from. You know, like I said, you and I from the South, bro. So we know you and I already understand that aspect of it. But I understand
negotiation
because I don't see anything wrong with it either, though.
Yeah. I mean, hey, to each his own, man. Shit. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
But
and then they still learn respect. Like, obviously, don't be cussing out, people unless they deserve it. But outside of that,
See, you can't do that though, unless they deserve it.
No, because that'll also teach my child to stand up for themselves. Because what I won't do is just because you think that you're an adult, you're gonna talk to my child crazy. Nah.
That's what I think that's where it goes wrong right there.
My kids gonna talk to you crazy, but there'll be balances, of course. Like, I'm very balanced myself, so I'll also be, teaching them when it's appropriate and when it's not. But we'll start off with no, don't do it, and then we'll move then.
Well, you say if adult deserves it, but if adult deserves it, then every adult deserves it.
No, because you didn't think that either when you were growing up. You knew not to say it.
No, I'd rather say it in front of no adults. It didn't matter what the fuck they did.
But you knew too. Also, you would know how to differentiate.
But yeah, from an adult and a kid, from an adult, yeah. But like if you did something, if you tell me at that point, now it's up to me if they did something wrong enough for me to curse at them. So now it's up to me. Like, so that'll be like a slippery slope right there. I don't know if it'd be.
Let's not act like kids aren't smart. Like, they know. I'm not asking my 3-year-old to go out and cuss a grandma out. That's not what I'm saying.
Well,
but if you're 10 years old and somebody disrespects you, yep. Someone tries to grab you in the street, grab you at the grocery store. If you don't start yelling out a whole bunch of F's and hoes, absolutely.
Okay, that's different. If someone tries,
but they know the difference, and that's what I mean.
If someone trying to steal you, that's okay. If someone trying to steal you, if someone says, "Hey, you little fucking punk boy, pull your pants up," see, your kid might think that's okay. That's for me. I would think that's not okay.
Like,
from the person.
Well,
yeah,
see,
I don't think so either. That's ignore and move along because they're probably a crackhead. Like,
to be
Or
honest,
somebody old as shit.
I want to say it was like 2-3 weeks ago. My daughter, she got in trouble at school, low key, because so she has a best friend. What, she in like the 3rd, 4th grade. She has a best friend that she's had since kindergarten, and like no matter what, even in the summertime, they'll hang out, whatever. I guess some girl was trying to bully her friend, but that's a friend that if anything was ever happened to that girl's parents or whatever, that's pretty much my kid now. Like they that close. So she treat him like a sibling. I guess this kid was trying to bully her friend, and she stood up for her friend. But somewhere within there, she got real frustrated. She was like, "Yo, you gotta quit acting like a bitch." she straight, but given the context around it,
right?
I'm like, shit. I don't see no wrong, because my problem is a lot of people grow up and act like they was never fucking kids before. I'm not gonna, have my kids feeling like they're in prison. Like I did tell her, like, that's not the kind of language to use, and she did get called up to the office and had to spend the rest of the day up front, but it was more so because they didn't want to make her look as if she's above the law. Because even when I got the phone call, it's like, oh, your daughter's up here with me, but don't worry, she told me everything. She said what happened. I'm like, yeah, I just teach my kids to communicate, respect the grown-ups that are around. If you can make it to an adult and something's going on, try and get there first instead of escalating stuff, because you don't want to be in a he said, she said. But at the same time, if somebody's starting something with you and you done already told the authorities and they didn't take any action, hey, fuck it, I got you on the back end. So she stood up for her friend. All that went down. She came home. We took a walk. I got the story from her. I didn't necessarily see no wrong. I told her, I was like, hey, next time when we get frustrated, we can fine tune our language. Like, you don't got to use language that you hear your mama, your daddy, grannies, aunties, uncles saying. Like, there's other words in your age bracket you could have used. But at the same time, in the heat of the moment, I understand where you was coming from with that. So I'm not going to be the one to punish you. I don't really see it as a punishable offense. Don't sit there and watch your people get bullied. And damn sure don't let your siblings get bullied. And that goes for all my kids. Like, I don't care if you the youngest. If something happening to the oldest, get in there, get busy. I can figure the rest of it out on the back end. But, don't tell me that something happened and one of y'all ain't make it home, but the other one of you was just standing around.
Right.
Like, yeah, no. Because either way go, I'm probably spaz regardless if something happens to my kids. But I need to know that you still stood on business to whatever degree you could in the heat of the moment till I get there. So
all I'm saying is I was letting them curse words fly as a kid. From the ages to 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, like a sailor.
I'm talking about it don't even make sense when you curse. Like, you don't even sound right cursing. That's just how much we were just trying to curse in the streets. In the summertime all day, ain't no parents around, you looking around. Oh, them hoes gonna start flying.
But all I know is if the day my mama find this pod, it's over with. I'm gonna get a whooping over the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my mom done already saw it.
All shit.
Hear all that stuff you talk about women.
Listen, my mom done already saw it. You didn't already saw mom just pop up in here. And
you say that until she calls you.
I still don't give a damn. This on record.
And you're gonna tell her that exactly?
Respectfully.
Right, there we go. That's all I'm saying. It'll be a respectfully. That's all.
Yeah, no, I'll say respectfully, but I don't give a damn.
Oh yeah. My mom told you to
when
calm
I was
down.
the kid, you told me to stay in a child's place. I got grown man bills now. I say whatever the fuck I want.
Listen, bro, when I tell you, my mom's old school, bro. She done told you to calm down. She done told me to calm down. She like, there's a lot of F-bombs being dropped. And I said, hey, listen, Mom, you got to relax.
Can't be watching my show.
She already knows. She already understood this time. She know what it is now. So she just be chilling.
Well, my mom, one of the people, she call your phone and I feel like she spent 85% of her time like she in the CIA. She trying to investigate the background. What's all that noise over there, baby? Who's that? Why are they cussing? Ooh, is that a girl? Is that a woman? She got a potty mouth. Mama, don't worry about what's going on over here. You call me. You don't even know these people. I can make up a name and you still don't know who it is. So yeah.
You asking me like you gonna know who that is. Like, don't even worry about that.
Man, you ain't never met these people. I ain't in no pictures with them. Why are you worried about my background? You checking on me.
I just started cursing around my mom probably last year.
Oh nah, see, I probably
I still don't. She got to catch me on camera cursing. I still can't do it in front of them though.
My sister opened it up because I would never. My sister, you know, when they're younger, they're just a little bit more razzle dazzle. Yeah. And so she softened them up, and so now I do. But
my partner, I can't do it in front of
that for y'all, boy.
I can't do it in front of
catch me on screen with a knot on my head. It's probably because I'd have forgot she was in arm's reach and said something.
I'm still not as much of a potty mouth, but I definitely drop it. Sometimes I'll be like, "Excuse my language, mom," and then I'll give all of my curse words in my story.
Go ahead and
so I set it up. But
damn. Any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Just if you a parent, teach your kids a healthy dose of boundaries. Like, don't alienate them. The world is fucked. You don't know what they learn when you're not around. So,
what
the whole point of being a parent is, curating a controlled environment to where you can control the variables so that you can teach. Hiding shit from them, that's not really teaching. You preparing to crash out at that point.
Right.
Because the minute they get some freedom, it's a wrap.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Then if you teach them lessons in a real life situation, you even make it real life. I got this little pet peeve of mine. I was at the store the other day, and this dude, he was doing the right thing with his kids. He had 3 kids, and he was having them like pay for their stuff, whatever. And I'm behind him, and I'm all like, I would 100% been fine with that. But the motherfucker didn't say shit to me. He should have been like, "Hey man, I'm just doing some of my kids real quick. Hey," I'm like, "Cool, man, go ahead." And the thing that pissed me off, he didn't say shit. Like I'm on his time. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, yeah, if you're gonna teach your kids a good lesson, you teach them a good lesson, but also you gotta realize other people around you too. If you're taking a long time, say, "Hey, I'm sorry." You gotta teach them the whole thing, man.
So for that, I can respect that because you're teaching the kids. The shit that be pissing me off be like, maybe you in a rush or something. It's always like the gas station. You in a rush, you just need like 20 on 5 real quick so you can just get in and out back of traffic. You got that one bitch ass motherfucker buying fucking lottery tickets. Good damn well you ain't won. You had bad luck your whole life.
Scratching at the counter.
You went to bed and was gambling in your dream and lost your house. Nigga, you shouldn't be gambling in real life. Put it down. Just go clock it.
That's it.
Just go
and give it up, bro. Like you've been doing this for 20 years, ain't nothing happened yet. Go and give it up, big dog.
So the cashier have a conversation, look like you bothered him.
Great.
Yeah.
But listen, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right, so let's go to this next topic here. Oh, you got something? Oh, you okay. Cool. So let's go to this next topic real quick on insecurities. So ours truly, Ashley, she sent this one to me. She said she thought this would be a great topic for us to talk about. I said, you know what? It does sound like a great topic to talk about because it's 8 at the table. Mm-hmm. They always talking over
There's got some crazy people in the comments.
Yeah, there is. So I'm gonna play. I think it's like 3 different scenes that's on here. So I'm gonna play them and then we'll give our thoughts. If you got anything to say in between, you can just tell me to pause it. But other than that, we'll let it try to play through and then we'll give our thoughts. All right. Let's rock out.
Me on your insecure BS?
What do you mean?
Oh, why you ain't call me and check up on me? That was the first strike. Then the second strike is.
Oh, we talking. All right, keep going.
Then the second strike is.
Outside. Call for what?
I'm letting you be with your people because it's like you can't win with men. It's like she always.
Wait, hold on.
She broke all of me. No, I'm not.
Is it just me? She wearing blackface. Yo. Hey, bro. Hey, no, I for real, bro. Like she. She got done up, man.
Not with me sitting on the panel and you trying to down black women. Don't be doing it, Marcus.
Hey, I swear, right now she look like a white girl like just got painted black.
That's crazy.
Lighting.
Hey, if you look at it, you see exactly what I'm talking about. She need to fire her fucking makeup artist.
That's wild. Let me keep playing it, bro.
Yeah, girl, I'm not about to ruin what you got going on. When you're done being where you're at, hit me up. That's it. All right, so boom. Then I'm like, dang, I've been sitting in the house chilling, rotting, not doing anything. You the only person I talk to.
One day.
No, it's not 1
4
day
hours.
because remember, I'm a mom, so I'm a full-time mom. So, dude, this is my day without my kid.
Okay.
And if you're the person I'm dealing with, yeah, you do all the right things, but if we're not spending any time, then all the monetary and all the things you do doesn't really matter if if we're not dating because
that is fucking crazy.
right. So if you're out hanging out with you calling me on boys or whatever you're doing, I don't know if you're doing anything good or bad. It's not my, like I'm not here to say you are doing something. I'm just here to say if you know that I don't have my kid today, you should, figure that out. Yeah, but you didn't. And guess what? I wasn't even mad. But what I did get mad is after you got upset with me for not checking on you. One, that's gay. I'm sorry. Ooh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Okay, boom. You said that. And then you call me again an hour or something later. And in my mind, I'm just like, you know what? Let me at least go get me a lemon drop. Let me go take myself out to eat because I do that regularly. Whether I'm dating someone or not, I take good care of myself.
So let me take myself out by myself.
Let me go ahead and take you. Clearly, you must be still in the city doing what you're doing. So let me go take myself out. You're FaceTime me now. You're mad because I'm about to leave the crib. I wasn't even out the crib yet. So now you're mad because I'm about to leave the boys' crib. You're starting an argument with me.
That's the wrong time.
Dude,
did you actually do that to spite him though?
No,
No, I literally was like, I didn't eat yet.
She was probably waiting on him to get his act together. Be like, yo, I'm about to come pick you up.
Thank you.
No. That's what I mean. Like you were looking forward to him doing something because it was your day off.
It would have been nice, but you didn't do that. But I also have my own bread and I also spoil myself regardless. So now the time is ticking and I got to go get my stuffed chicken from Roof Chris. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that.
All right. So what are your thoughts on that? Anybody can take the ring off.
Go ahead, Ashley. I mean, yeah, I don't. What was she saying? What did he do that was insecure? Was he?
Let me go back. Let me play the first. Let me go.
Or you calling me on your insecure BS?
What do you mean?
Oh, why you ain't call me and check up on me? That was the first strike. Then the second strike is.
Are we talking?
All right, keep going.
Then the second strike is
outside. Call for what?
I'm letting you be with your people because it's like you can't win with men. It's like she up here, she go calling me. No, I'm not that girl. I'm not about to ruin what you got going on. When you're done being where you're at, hit me up. That's it. All right, so boom. Then I'm like, dang, I've been sitting in the house chilling, rotting, not doing anything. You the only person I talk to.
1 day.
No, it's not 1
4
day
hours.
because remember, I'm a mom, so I'm a full-time mom. So, dude, this is my day without my kid.
Okay.
And if you're the person I'm dealing with, yeah, you do all the right things, but if we're not spending any time, then all the monetary and all the things you do doesn't really matter if we're not dating because
that is fucking crazy.
Right. So if you're out hanging out with you calling me.
So that's pretty much what she was saying from the jump.
So he didn't call her like she didn't call him like asking, checking up on him while he was out with his friends. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean.
And he doesn't like that.
It's got to be a backstory. I don't know. It's got to be a backstory to that, but if that's what it is, then yeah, that's hella insecure. I would say it's probably a thing where they got in a fight or something earlier and shit was rocky. Then it was probably like, yo, you haven't called me all day. I mean, that kind of seems more realistic, but yeah, if a motherfucker's being like, yo, like if you out with your friends and you worry about like your girl calling you, then yeah, that's really insecure and that's definitely something that dynamic ain't working right. Something ain't right that you need to figure out.
There's people in the comments that were like, yeah, I want her to call and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, I'm on her side on that aspect of it because I mean, if I'm out, I don't need what you calling me for.
Right.
Why you here now? If I reach out to you and say, hey, what you got going on, just checking up on you, like, hey, you good over there? You straight? You need anything before I come to the crib? Because I'm about to leave or whatever, that's something different. But you hitting me up like, nah, you already know where I'm at. I'm kicking it. So if you need anything, just let me know. So Yeah, that's some weird shit. I don't agree with that.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, you can hear you, bro.
You froze it, but we can hear you.
You froze his head.
Yeah, I can see I'm frozen. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but hey, it'll probably kick in later on.
Yeah. What you got?
I mean, I'll put it like this. I'm trying to practice something. I'm only talking about what was said, not what I assume. So I don't need with my wife, she do not bother me while I'm kicking it with friends at all. She know where I'm at. I'm kicking it. I don't bother her. And both of us are mature enough to be like, hey, when you with your friends, you with your friends. I'm with my friends. That give us time to miss each other when we get back to the crib and we talk about our day. Like that, I would say that would be like the prime example of like insecure. Like if I'm kicking it with my homeboys and I'm worrying about my girl calling me, like why you ain't call me while I'm out having fun? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That will be like a real deal red flag for like say if the roles were reversed and I'm kicking it. Oh, she kicking with her friends, and she get home, she mad, and like what? Somebody beat you up or something? Like y'all got into it with somebody? Like no, you ain't called me while I was with my friends all day. What?
Like what you mean? I want you to enjoy your time.
I'm letting you do your thing because you know when you with your friends, it's different when you kicking it with your girl and you with your friends, and then when you with your friends without your girl. I ain't saying you out doing no crazy stuff. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
But I will ask this. But
I
didn't get it mixed up though. Didn't she also say that she was kind of waiting for him?
Yeah, it was her day off, and so she was hoping that they would hang out. But he was busy, so she made plans because he was busy, and then he got upset with her for making plans, even though he already had plans. Crazy.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been in a situation like this where you were the dude that was insecure?
Like that? No.
I've
been in that situation.
I've been in that situation before.
I try to avoid them, but yeah.
But this is the thing though. Like that's what I'm saying. All girls ain't too far off. It was with a girl like with her type of attitude, like the way she kind of way she moves, like kind of like like real hella independent. When it was cool, when she was cool, it was cool. But when it wasn't, bro, it was it kind of fucked you up. So. I think if you're young, you might go through shit like this, and this would be the kind of type of person I would like fucking run away from. So, but yeah, I've been there too. I understand.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I agree. Yeah, in the younger stages, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I probably come across somebody like that before.
Yeah,
I've been at my ex in college was like that. She wasn't used to having like.
Damn, that's crazy.
Not in drop off.
You go on that and click.
The camera said tenderism. Boy, it fell off the ball.
I do think it is hard for men when I date that because I don't consider myself independent in the sense of like I don't want a man or that I don't like cater to my man and we have like a thing, but I don't need a man, and I find that is a struggle for men as of in my older years. Like men realize that I don't need them. So I do stupid shit to like make y'all feel like I need you, but like I don't, but I want you, so, yes, let's hang out. Let's go do dates and things like that. But no, I built my whole life for myself. I just want an inclusion of a man. I don't need one though.
Well, that's what men do to y'all, right?
What?
That's what men. They do it to appease their emotions. They say, okay, well, they do this little extra shit just to make y'all feel good. They don't really care to do it. So it works the same way with y'all. So and that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Just to make them stroke the ego a little bit, like, oh, damn, she really fucking with me like that. So they're gonna give him a little ounce of a little pep in his step. Now he gonna want to do some more shit for you just because it's reciprocal energy. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So I get that.
But I would say if she told the truth, I would say 99% chance she was checked out. like she didn't want. She was just going through the motions. Like she was pretty much checked out.
Some other people said that in the comments, and I disagree. I think he already had plans. It was her only night out without her having her kids. Why would she sit at home and do nothing? That doesn't mean she's checked out. That means she's going to go and do something. Her man is busy. She still wants to do something. It's her only night. So she's going to take herself with Chris. I don't see that's being checked out. He's busy.
No, what if it was like, hey, I'm be like just 30 minutes late? I mean, you're doing something, and she's like, I don't know. That just it just doesn't. I'm on the same road as macaroni. Like I gotta look into it a little bit deeper. That just doesn't make any sense to me, really. I'm just saying. Like to say, like, yo, you had plans. His plans were probably like, yo, I'll be there a little bit later. I'm doing something right now. And then she's like, fuck it, I'm doing my thing. We don't know.
She would have said that though.
I don't
because she called and got upset that she was busy.
I don't know what the plans were and all this other stuff that she going down. I mean, we could throw assumptions in the sky all day.
Yeah.
My thing is, if that's your only day off, sucks to suck. Women don't like the way men move sometimes. I might have forgotten that that's your day off because sometimes you lock in at work, you don't know what day of the week it is. And I know women do that stuff too, but you know, it could have been like a fight came up or a game or something, and somebody just tossed you an extra ticket off GP, whatever. So it was some plans that came up out of nowhere. So she knew that was her day off that morning. She should have just been like, hey, you know, I'm finna go run around until you got some time for me or whatever. But just so you know, just send out a little reminder, just so you know, it is my day off and I'm kid free. I mean, she could have sent out a little smoke signal like that. Hey, I mean, them kid free
or just be 100% transparent. Listen, I'm off and I just want to spend some time with you today. If you got a little time, that little small communication right there goes a long way. Like, oh damn, she really want to fuck with me. Bet I'll make some room for it. But if she just throwing it out there as a suggestion and hoping that he just take the bait, like, nah, tell me what you want, and guess what? I'll make adjustments for it. I mean, it's simple as that.
Especially if you kid free, because boy, it's gonna be a
Let me know what you want.
I think that's why it sounds like it wasn't like their first or second date. The whole point too is why did he get mad when she said that she was going out?
Yeah, that's crazy word. Yeah, I don't understand that one. I don't understand.
I don't know. I ain't never been tender over nobody.
Yeah.
If you want to go.
Small conversation.
You know right from wrong. So if you do some wrong shit and they get back to me, deuces. Your best friend been trying to holler at me anyway.
She been side-eyeing me.
What? If we gonna hurt together, baby.
Crazy. I'm so
you gonna hurt me now. I'm gonna be ass out. Hell no.
My best friend would never.
She wouldn't be your best friend no more.
Yeah, I've known her since I was young as fuck. She would never do some shit like that, but that's why.
The cost of living going up. Don't say never.
No, my circle is small though. I've kept them since I was young, like all my best friends. So
no, that's what's up though.
Yeah, I'm very social, but the locked in, real small. Because I don't play those weird games. I don't like that weirdo stuff.
Hey, I'm just saying, you might still have, that MySpace top 8. Somebody going.
I'm 4. I've got 4 best friends. That's it.
It could still hit close to home. It ain't gotta be the best friend.
There's a lot of best friends.
It could have been the best friend that's on the pip.
Never.
I might be one fuck around getting fired.
Yes. And if my man is so easily swayed, I don't want his ass either.
Wait, you fired me, so I gotta take somebody from the company with me.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, we finna go start this new company over here. I know how everything works now, so we good.
That is crazy.
I'm about to fuck this whole before I leave.
Y'all are a little weird about that. Like, you guys don't mind sharing. I think that's crazy.
No, hold on. What you mean?
Nope.
Shit.
No, y'all will F the homies girl.
Nah.
Switch up, sleep with the homie's ex-girlfriend.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I think you misheard it.
That's them pillow. No, that's them pillow talkers. See, the ones who understand real man code, we don't do that. We don't do that shit. I don't do that.
But I mean, even to your point though, if you dating somebody and then his main best friend if me and Courtney go back to 3 years old from the sandbox, and me and you talking, and Courtney trying to get at you, he knows something you don't know. You not my man. That's why he out.
Yeah,
I mean, he trying to get a little piece of something, but he also trying to save you from devastation down the road. Because I mean,
we all know that. Well, at least the ones that
but
know
even
know.
within the code though, like even if a dude gonna talk to the homies chick or whatever, he don't never hone in on his homies like main chick.
Yeah, that is very
true. But if you got a roster and you getting hollered at, it might be time for you to reevaluate your position on the roster because it's a reason he's coming at you so strong.
Because they probably already had the conversation already. That's
for sure. Had the talk already. Yeah. What are you
talking about, man?
You said please take her off my hands.
What you doing? What's she talking about?
Like, don't get me wrong, it's still some dog ass motherfuckers that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I met those
too. But let's say he got 8 friends and 6 or 7 out of the 8 is just on your top heavy. You're not the only one.
Well, what if you choose one?
This shit go ahead run off to the sunset. I probably already told him to take you off my hands.
Oh, you're talking about one already met. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Oh no, for sure. I'm not a homie hopper. I've only done that one time, and I don't want to ever do it again. That was crazy.
It ain't hopping. You've been auctioned off.
No, I wasn't. I know that I wasn't, but yes.
Shit. Once I don't oil you down with fucking heat and massage oil and shit, whatever he want to do, I don't give a fuck no more. I'll keep it cordial.
No. He ended up dying, so it worked out.
I'm already okay. Yeah, not like that. Let me go ahead and sip this yak.
I'm wondering, it was
if you want to set
myself in heaven, it's fine.
So what? You gonna go beat him up in the afterlife? You like, why the fuck you leave me there? You supposed to be
and more just like, look, I know they probably look bad up there, but so sorry, and then move on.
Yeah, that's rough.
I think once in your life, sure. I didn't do it again.
But hey, all jokes aside, condolences though.
It's okay. Thank you.
For sure.
I don't think she really cared.
No, I definitely did. That was my best friend. So
I mean, whether she cared or not, I mean, she still lost a person that she invested some time into. So I mean, I'm a joke a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna be hard on these hoes online, but hey, depending on how close you could get to me, I might take care of you. You might be the little tax exemption.
Type shit. Type shit.
I mean, it's a podcast. We gotta speak in general. So shit, I'm hard on these hoes, but
okay.
It's a couple exemptions if you meet the metrics.
So, well, make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. So let's move this train. Let's move this train a little bit to the left a little bit. So I think Marcus sent this one. So apparently, this man and this woman has been married for about 6 years. Yeah. Come to find out, all the kids ain't his.
Oh,
yeah. That's a travesty right there. You hear me? So
I'm
gonna
erase the family trees, bro.
Right, I'm telling you. So now I'm going to play the video, and then we'll give our thoughts on it because this shit is wild.
I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened. But
this man discovers children are not his after 6 years. Confrontation erupts on Thanksgiving. A man discovered that the 3 children he had raised for 6 years.
Did I hear correctly?
What part?
This bitch said, "I told you I am sorry." Mistakes?
Yeah. You heard that. Yeah, you heard that correctly.
I'll tell you to play mistake. Oh, okay. Yeah,
you heard it correct.
Parents were not biologically his. The man learned the truth only weeks ago and has been struggling emotionally ever since. He reportedly asked the woman who betrayed him, along with the children, to leave his home while he tried to process everything. However, on Thanksgiving Day, the man's family decided to invite the woman and the children to the holiday gathering without asking him. They believe the kids didn't deserve to be punished and hoped the man would eventually accept them, even if they were not his biological children. When the woman arrived at the house with the children, the man became visibly upset. Witnesses say he rushed to the front door and blocked them from entering. He told his family he felt completely disrespected and said he was not ready to see them, especially after learning the truth so recently. The situation escalated into a heated argument outside the home as relatives tried to calm him down. The woman eventually left with the children after realizing the confrontation would only get worse. Someone defending the man's reaction and others saying the children should not be caught in the middle. What do you think?
Oh shit! Who want to take this one?
Man, I'll go first.
Okay.
Yo, that is diabolical. Fucked up. His family did that shit, and you know it's had to be the cousins and all other shit, like the women. Ain't no way some other dude would do that, because I think only men will understand how fucked up that would be on that level. Women would never know that situation. Like it's not impossible. We're the only ones that would know that. But like, I mean, at this point, it really has nothing to do with the kids. At this point, those are her kids, but it has nothing to do with the kids. It's just a disrespect that her family didn't give a fuck about how he felt about the situation. He's going through it. That's one thing I hate about how some people want to jump into your shit, and just because they're on the outside, they think they know better versus them, the person that's actually going through the shit, and think they have better judgment on what should happen. So I think that's totally fucked up. I would definitely not talk to I have words out to my family for sure if they thought that was going to end any kind of way right. I mean, because in their eyes he's the bad one, but no, I mean that's just jacked up, bro. Like, I mean, even at the end of the day, even with the kid's gonna be fucked up, but that's their mama's fault. That's not his. So yeah, I think it's totally fucked up.
The only part I gotta say, and it's just because I got a soft spot for kids, I wouldn't do it in front of the little ones.
Fuck them kids.
I mean, I feel it, but that's just a soft spot. I got a soft spot for the little ones, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's any kid though. You know what I'm saying?
That's traumatic. That's some stuff they remember.
Give a damn.
Listen, once I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Listen, do your thing, but understand, once everybody's out this door, we catching phase.
Nah, I'm flipping.
I'm not in front of the kids. I'm not doing that in front of the kids.
No, I get it, but she should have known that wasn't. That woman should have known that wasn't gonna go well.
I'm talking about for the two little ones. That's who I care about. It's the only two little ones.
Kids, baby.
Not all of them. Some of those are still his kids.
I don't give a fuck.
I understand the frustration. Valid. Absolutely. But that conversation, number one, they should have told him, like, you can either leave and these kids come or you can stay. They should have said that the kids are coming no matter what. That I think would have been appropriate because they've been around for 6 years.
You want to know the soft spot I signed up for?
That's messed up.
They better not be some ass. Don't make me mad.
That pink middle part.
I knew it.
And when you tell me that some shit came about that pink middle while I was with you and it ain't mine, fuck all them niggas.
But some of those are your kids.
I don't give a fuck.
Now you don't care about any of the kids. See, that's why I find unfair. Some of those kids are they don't deserve that. I would have had to go in the house where I cussed her out.
They deserve it because it's a life lesson for them too. Why? Give me about 2-3 weeks for me to calm down. And the one that is mine, where that paperwork show that you mine, we can go out to Applebee's and sit and have a talk. But in the heat of the moment, fuck all y'all, because all y'all got me fucked up.
Nah.
I don't know who knew, who didn't. Nah, hell no.
I could never.
Nah, I ain't taking it out. I ain't taking it out on the two.
I'm not taking it out on them, but just like he did. All of
you
y'all
just
got
took 2-3 weeks to see them, and then you're only gonna have dinner with the ones that are yours. That's crazy. So the last time they saw you was when you were cussing them out.
Fuck all of them.
No,
I got another clip that I couldn't find this week, so I'm gonna send it in next week on some extra shit. We gonna cover that next week, hopefully, depending on how far the other clips is that we send in. But right now, just like Buddy did, hey, respectfully, I need to clear my mind. All of y'all gotta go. Now, his family, I don't know what the fuck y'all know and what y'all didn't know, but y'all invited this dumb nappy head bitch back over here while I'm still trying to figure shit out. At this point, these is your kids. I don't know who's mine and who's not. So fuck all of y'all right now. I need to fucking process. I don't want to give thanks with your lying ass.
Yeah, she shouldn't have been there. She should have
No, I
known
would
that.
have just dropped the kids off. I mean, I would never be in that situation, but I would drop the kids off.
All of y'all niggas can eat turkey Lunchables for Thanksgiving until I figure this shit the fuck out. I don't want to see you right now. I'm sorry, not sorry. These niggas gotta understand, just like I said on the first.
She look about 3. Talk about understand.
What?
That little baby looks about 3. What do you mean understand? All she knows is daddy's losing her shit and that she hasn't seen him in weeks.
Which one? The one that's been
There's a little one in the red. She little.
Oh,
I don't care. You was giving me that
solid.
pussy every week. You was out here getting nutted in by other people. I don't care right now.
Yeah,
fuck
I'm not
all
doing
of y'all.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
See, we don't know if that's even one of the kids.
Man, shit.
Listen. I don't care about the one in the black, and I don't care about the other little one with the lip gloss on. The boy with the lip gloss on. I don't care about them.
I'm pretty sure
he definitely got lip gloss on.
That's Vaseline.
Nah, hell, that shit too shiny.
He's like, yo, that's the one that's not mine.
Yeah, but the one in the pink and the one in the red, nah, I can't do that in front of them.
Fuck that little George Jefferson looking ass nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
Talk about people's kids.
I ain't doing that.
Don't talk about people's kids. That's crazy.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? You have kids of your own. Don't be talking about people's kids when you have kids of your own.
Listen, I disagree on that.
I never lied to my kids, mom, and she ain't lied to me.
I be clowning.
Now you're out here blaming. You talk about people's kids. Calm down.
I be
mad at her. You can call her a whole bunch of bitches and hoes.
No. Ash, I'm sorry, but all bets is off when she started lying to the motherfucker that was supposed to be providing and protecting for her ass.
But that's to her.
She drugged them kids into this. Look at that little nappy head. She should have put a do-rag on that nigga. Put a beanie on. Look at all that nigga got a 6 head. That nigga listen to Drake from the womb.
Bro, that's a girl.
For real.
That's a girl.
That's even worse.
Cut it out. She looks just fine.
But a woman would never understand this situation though, because this is something you could never understand though.
I completely understand the anger and the frustration.
You can't understand.
See, they can't, because they can't. It can't be the situation that they're raising someone else's kids not knowing it ain't theirs. They can never be in that situation.
Right, because we birthed them. Right. I can understand anger. I'm not saying that he's
right
not valid
now
in his anger.
that as a kid, whether you mind or not, when you grow up, your mama's the example of how fucked up women are. I don't give a fuck if you hungry right now. Go eat that turkey motherfucking Lunchable. I might pack you a to-go plate. And if I get over it before that food spoil, you can have it. But for now, get the fuck out of here because I don't know why these dumbass bitches invited you. And I got to talk to they dumbass because why are we related if y'all so fucking stupid? Get the fuck out. No.
I would definitely be mad at the family for sure.
I'd be mad at the family too, but I would just remove myself.
Inviting her here. So that means some of y'all fucking knew this shit before.
Sure. They should have said something then. It should have been no tomato.
We know Granny sit there with the walker like, ooh, that baby don't walk like my baby. Like, something wrong. I don't think that's mine. And she done pulled her to the side like, hey, was you out there cheating? Like, oh, look, it was an accident. Then Granny over there like, bitch, you know it wasn't no accident. You was over there with your legs on his shoulders. So no, fuck all y'all niggas right now. Get the fuck out. Let me figure my shit out. Then once I regroup, because that's what men have to do. If men are the leaders, sometimes we got to go to our think tank. Let me regroup. Then I could come back and be like, hey, I know I traumatized the fuck out of you, but hey, you know, sometimes bitches is hoes and they trifling. Your mama fucking out here on some freaknik shit.
And you gonna tell him? That's crazy.
What?
I don't. Yeah, I'll handle that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll handle that situation mad different.
Right.
That's on y'all. Y'all can fucking be over there and act all fucking extra virtuous. Fuck y'all, nigga. Life is raw.
This nigga said virtuous. But ain't nobody gonna be acting no virtuous.
Y'all niggas want to be Christian.
Kids on some grown up BS. We virtuous.
Hey, baby, I know you cheated on me, and I don't know which one of these 6 is mine, but we gonna get you a little coach purse. Let's go.
I ain't gonna even be in the room.
You lucky I put your head between the washer and dry.
All I know is I'm bringing everybody that I know who is involved in the situation. I'm bringing them to the room one by one. We finna get paid, but I'm not finna do it, and that's on the straight up because I'm not finna do it in front of the two little ones. I'm not doing it. Right. I don't want them to see it. They don't need to see that.
Man, that little one trying to grow here. They already got enough to think about. Fuck them kids.
Nah, fuck that. I ain't gonna be the reason that they get tried. Nah, I'm gonna handle it different.
If you don't want to feel like this,
but here's the thing,
years, don't be out here playing with niggas neither.
What happened?
I said, them little girls, if they don't want to feel like their mama feel in 16 years, don't be out here playing with niggas.
Oh my gosh, who hurt you?
Here we go.
Who hurt me?
Here we go.
God gave me the pendulum. I put a hurting on people. What the fuck you mean who hurt me?
The who hurt you came out.
Yes.
Like
relived it.
I'm not Diddy.
Matt, what you got, bro? Because I know you sit over there. You've been over there struggle streaming. What you got,
Oh,
bro?
that camera working. My boy.
It's still slow though. So I seen this video before, but how I would go about it, I'll probably just spend Thanksgiving with another family. I'll just let everybody go ahead and do what y'all do since.
So you had side bay already lined up?
No. I go with one of my homeboys or something like that. I'll spend Thanksgiving with them or something like that. Obviously, I'm y'all blood and all that stuff, and the baby and the chick that cheated on me is more important. So at that point in time, there's a wedge between me and my own family at that point in time. So I'll probably just, because I already know, I don't know how I act if I'm in that situation. I'll feel like I feel betrayed by my own family, and I feel like to me, I feel like that the kid and the one that cheated on me, and that's not my kid, that's more important than how I'm taking the situation at the point in time. So I have to remove myself from that situation and let y'all do what y'all do. And basically, okay, they'll be mad, but at the end of the day, that's some messed up stuff. Y'all supposed to respect him, and y'all supposed to move how he move. If he don't want nothing to do with it, y'all need to stay out the business until it's cleared.
No.
Right? If he say it's cool and all that type of stuff, fine. But like until then, y'all my family. Y'all know she cheated. It's not my kid. Y'all not supposed to have no contact with that lady whatsoever until stuff the dust settle. So I think the family wrong. I think the woman, she know that that's not his kid and everything. She still showed up. She wrong. She don't have no morals at all.
I mean,
that's like if the shoe was if the shoe was on the other foot, and I got another chick pregnant, and I brought that kid and my baby mama to her family house, that would look totally crazy. It wouldn't be no kumbaya. Let's all try to savor the situation. It's still a kid and still need a mom. Nah, it'll be crazy. You're not finna sit here and cheat on me and have a kid, and I'm thinking that's my kid, and it's not mine. And you come over the house and acting like everything good. What I'm going through as a human being, knowing the ultimate disrespect been done to me, and y'all just skip over how I'm feeling about the situation, and y'all just kumbaya. No, this is one of those situations. Life is life. There's consequences to actions, and just because it will feel good to have that kid there, and everybody kumbaya and all that stuff, it don't work like that. She messed up. She cheated. It's not my kid. I need to figure out how I need to deal with this before we move forward with my family. If y'all want to keep on pressing the situation and act like, and y'all want to go along with the get along, I'm good on that. I can't rock with none of y'all because at this point in time, what about another situation might happen where I'm gonna be in need of my, I'm down in the dumps and I need help and everything. Y'all, nah, bro. That's the family messed up. And that baby mama messed up. None of them got no morals.
All right, so I got one caveat, right? The only way you gonna get me to not be a little persnickety ass nigga in this situation is, let's say, maybe a few days before she actually came to me with the information, and I done told her to fuck off or whatever. But then, let's say I did go to Big Mama or whatever, and I was venting. And like, oh, baby, she didn't already tried to come to you. She tried to right her wrongs or whatever. And then in the heat of whatever moment, they decided that the way to get her to make up or whatever was to bring the kids over to the event. I'm going to still be pissed off because I didn't get my cool down period. But the fact that she brought it to me herself,
Mm-hmm.
and then the family's now trying to play mediator to try and heal because they're like, oh my God, like, yeah, that's extreme. And that's not your biological kid. Ain't nothing you could change. It'll never be your kid or whatever. But, outside of that, like, give her some leeway to learn. Like, if she do it again type shit, then, jump off the bridge. But whatever they got to do to mediate, because it's a delicate area. But if she brought it to me herself, my thing is, if I'm rocking out with a shorty, shouldn't nobody bring me information about you that you ain't brought me to yourself? So if I find it out elsewhere before I find it out for you, then I'm gonna have to just go ahead, go in my briefcase, get that can of bitch be gone, spray that shit, and I don't want to see you.
Nah,
But
I disagree, bro. I think to me, since I am the one that was done wrong, I think everybody should chill out until I say what I gotta say. Until I say, hey, we can move forward with the healing process if I decide to go that way. But if I'm not over it and I'm still feeling how I'm feeling and all that type of stuff and everything, and y'all trying to force it and y'all trying to make me conform to be good with it and try to be understanding, I think that's real insensitive, because if I did something wrong to the woman, like say the baby situation was the issue. Say I did her wrong, I cheated with her, and I gave her STD. It's curable, but still it's an STD. She will be pissed. I don't think the family will be like, well, hey, let's go ahead and fellowship and everything, and force her to be okay with the deception and her having a STD. They would look at that situation. The woman would feel like, yo, this dude gave me an STD. He was cheating on me. I could have probably had something that wasn't curable, but thank God it wasn't. I need time to decompress this situation. Y'all are forcing me to decompress it and move on just for the sake to go along with the get along.
I don't think normally though that would be on the same. I think it's because kids were involved. I think when it's adults to adults, no one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? They'll mediate later, but no one's really in your business. It's 6 years of marriage. They've known this woman for over 6 years if they were married. They have kids together. We don't know which ones, but there are a few of them in there. And so they were like, we've known these babies since she was pregnant, like, and growing. So I think now I don't agree that they called without telling him. I would have gave the upfront of like, I'm inviting the babies over. You can stay or you can go. I don't give a fuck. That would have been my go-to. I wouldn't have just had him pop up. Absolutely. Those are babies.
That ain't no better.
Hey, hold on. So you mean
you wouldn't have known this hoe without me? I brought this hoe here. You finna choose over me.
I said she don't have to stay, but kids drop the babies off. Absolutely. I don't care about what adults have going on. I will never have a child feeling like they are not loved and respected, no matter what the parents are doing. Bring those babies over. You can go. The babies are coming. I don't care. I don't play about kids.
Hold on. See, that's the thing, bro. Like, that's the situation at hand where men's experiences and how they did wrong, how they get done wrong is invalidated. And then when that, like you say, you don't give a fuck about how he feel and everything. Hold on. You don't give a fuck about how he this, what, and there, whatever. The kids come over. And then as time go on, and he had to witness his own family not giving a fuck about the situation at hand, it's not his kid. Y'all will be the same one to say who hurt you later on when he has his worldview based off his experience. I had this situation, I felt some type of way, and this and the third. They didn't call me, they showed up just random or whatever. And now you wonder the reason why I have this kind of scope on how women are in the general sense, right? Because then it'll be who hurt you. I'm like, well, a woman, she had a baby, it's not mine, right? It's not my kid. My family turned their back on me and just invited, like, everything good to go. And they rushed my decompression about the situation. And I literally had a woman say, well, I had my sister say, well, they can come on my house. I don't give a fuck. Y'all deal with what y'all got to deal with, but the baby is more important. I'll be like, all right, I see what's going on. Because at the end of the day, that's still not, okay, 6 years, that's cool. But at the end of the day, That's not his. That's not his kid.
It's
not a situation where the kid not giving no love or nothing like that. The woman can go to her family and have the kid there because that's her biological kid. She can go to Thanksgiving with her family and everything. We need to go with my family and everything. We got to get this shit settled first. Like, you mean tell me she can't go with her family until we figure this shit out?
I hear what you're saying. Your feelings per me, if it was in a situation of like that, and like I said, I would let him know. One day of you feeling that I'm not here for you because I wanted to invite your kids over to something that they're used to doing every Thanksgiving.
Not this kid.
This is what I'm telling you because you played it out, so I'm playing it out for how I'd move.
All right, Ash,
one day of me.
Can I say something before you play it out?
Go ahead.
So here go my thing, right? In your context that you just spoke of before Matt gave a little eulogy on top of that, right? You said that you're not gonna play about them kids, right?
Right.
Do you know why men get hurt so much when they get cheated on by a woman that they believe in? Because we don't play about our bitch neither.
Right.
So you played in my face. So right now, you and everything that came out your motherfucking coochie hole or below the belly button, if they got cut out, I don't want to see right now.
I get it.
My family disrespected me by not taking care of my well wishes and bringing you around. It's nothing personal with those kids, to be honest. It's nothing personal. And I genuinely do not give 3 fucks how they feel. Because even if all 6 of those kids was mine and something happened to where I couldn't provide and we was all out on the street, they gonna still feel like shit regardless because the people that's supposed to be taking care of them got them out on the street. But y'all not on the street. But your mama, this bitch, played in my motherfucking face. Why is this bitch here?
Yes, I
so
hear
no,
what you're saying.
you and everything that came with you got to get the fuck out my face right now. And my family, respectfully and disrespectfully, for y'all going behind my back and not talking to me or trying to come with some logic or whatever, or be a therapist and all this extra shit that y'all be having going on and not coming to me. But y'all went to this bitch and brought her in my face knowing I'm not, I didn't find a grounding with this situation. Fuck all of y'all. All of y'all gotta go. Go take this fucking Thanksgiving dinner to the park. Get you some picnic blankets and Yogi Bear the shit. But right now, get the fuck out of my face. And I don't care how nobody feels, because clearly y'all don't give a fuck how I feel when y'all did this shit behind my back. But go ahead and
I feel you. That's what. Well, I do understand what you're saying, and your feelings are valid on some of them. But like I mentioned, I would say something up front, and I understand, because if it was flipped on me or whatever, and my baby daddy had brought over his child and the baby mama and just popped up, and I just found out about it and stuff like that, I'd be hella upset as well. Absolutely. I'd probably exit myself. My family would never do some wild shit like that, but I would exit myself. But like I said, I'm saying the babies have been around. Now, what you're saying, Mac, about like, can she go to her own family? If that was an option, absolutely. I would do to my own family personally. I would never do something like that, but personally I would. But I'm not about to sit up here for some stuff that I have going on when the family especially asked me to drop the babies off. Like, no, have the kids. I get what y'all are saying. You're going to be upset about it. Sure. They should have said something. But kids don't need to know adult drama. Like, I don't care, whatever it is. They don't need to know. They're babies. And they're babies until they're old enough to understand and recollect to where it's not traumatizing as fuck. Like, I go through a fuck ton of therapy. I'm not about to do that shit to my kids. Fuck no, I don't care.
No, the thing about it is they don't have to know, right? The issue at hand is, okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think that whole situation would have happened cordially if he was there without the woman knowing? He just said, you know what? I'm going to just chalk it up to the game. I'm going to chill out. I ain't going to say nothing. You don't think the elephant, the tension, and all that stuff will mess up the experience, even with those kids being there?
That is a whomever. Even if it was me, those are still my babies. I might be pissed that one of them's not mine, but I raised those motherfuckers. Like, I raised all of them.
No. Fuck all y'all.
Like, so yeah, I'm mad and I might be a little bit more quiet, but I'm never going to sit up here and not hug my child. I'm never going to sit up here and not kiss my child. Yes, you sitting over there talking about this. When your kid comes over here and tries to hug you, you're going to tell him no.
What you saying right now is almost be like, almost me saying that I would rather have a natural birth versus, getting a C-section. I can never have a fucking kid. So it's easy for me to say that shit. It's very easy for me to say that shit. I think what you're saying, but the part you're jumping into is that you're jumping, it's all about, it's literally about you. It's not about the dude that's going through it. It's not about the kids. It's how it makes you feel. It makes you feel good to be like, you know what? These kids are going through some fucked up shit. I'm going to be the one's going to save them, and I'm going to feel great about this. It doesn't matter about nobody else. Because if anybody else is actually going through that situation, they know that their family should have their back during that situation.
Of course.
So that means you're not calling that girl to bring those kids over.
So you're telling me, let me take Courtney, because Courtney's not saying anything and we're semi on the same page about kids. Courtney, your children right now that you have raised from birth,
right?
You find out some
make it
BS
personal
or whatever. It is personal. Those are your children. Those are
It's
his
hypothetical kids. Let's not talk
No.
about the ones that's here right now. Don't put that smut on their name.
Oh, well, I would never do it like that. I'm just saying, in his situation, those are the kids that you fucking raised. You're gonna sit up here and say, sure. At least I don't want to push back. Anyway, you're gonna say that you're gonna deny your child a hug, a kiss, and I love you.
No,
you're gonna deny them that because you're mad when your mom.
I'm not gonna deny them because it's not their fault. The biggest thing is, first and foremost, I'm not gonna, and that's just me. I can't speak for what Mac could do, what Marcus would do, what Raw do, but I know how I am. I know the kind of guy that I am. I'm not gonna spaz out right there like that. I'm not. But what I am gonna do, I'm gonna remove myself.
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. I'm like, nah, because I know I can get it up there, but I know I don't want to. So, and plus, because I do see the two little ones there, I'm like, nah, they don't need to see me like that. So I'm gonna remove myself completely from the situation. Then what I am gonna do, I'm gonna take that mom and remove her from the kids too, and we gonna have a fucking talk. We gonna have a conversation. Then I'm gonna go out. Then I'm gonna get off on her ass.
Right.
And then I'm gonna tell her, hey, listen, you and the kids, y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. Do it peacefully, do it quietly, but you gotta go because I don't want to make no scene. I don't take the kids, say you got somewhere to go, and go. I don't need to see y'all right now. Listen, I got some things to figure out. Y'all gotta go. Simple as that, and keep it pushing. But I'm not making a scene like that.
But I think that'll be a good way to do it if you just found out. But if you went to your safe places, your family's, your house, I'm imagining you found this shit out before then, maybe a week before, whatever. Now you're going to your safe place. You're going to your family's house. People are supposed to fucking love you. So then now they're bringing the drama over that you're getting away from. Like it's his decision how he handles it.
Yeah,
like maybe he didn't want to act that way in front of the kids. Maybe he didn't want to, but you put it in front of him, and he's like, "Yo, this is what I did not want."
But here's the thing: once that happens, though, once I handle that situation with her and the kids, like, listen, go get their food, whatever, but y'all got to go. Once that happens,
no, you don't get a plate. The fuck?
Yeah, fuck all that. Once they get a plate, whatever. Listen. 9 times out of 10, I ain't the one who fucking cooked it, so I ain't gonna say that. It is what it is.
Damn kids.
This is my family's house. You're all disrespecting me right now.
Hold up. You just said that's your family's house, so you ain't got no credence on what your parents do at their own house. Just like nobody should have credence on what you do at your own house. So
and I'm gonna tell all of them right now that
that's what I'm going in the house.
Fucked up. I get
that's what I'm going back in. But that's what I'm going back in though. After they leave, after those kids leave, I'm going back in. I'm wreaking havoc on every fucking body who was involved. And they're gonna catch hell. But that's I'm not gonna spaz out like that.
But no, check this out. Even if Shorty gotta go to the driveway for a little bit so I can slam this door and get my folks together. You not getting the plate right now off the rip, bitch. Go outside.
You over here worried about food. Just petty as hell. Petty. Yes. You can't even feed your own damn kids.
There are 3 top-tier petty New York City niggas that you know in your lifetime. That is unbiasedly Raw, 50 Cent, and Donald Trump. You are absolutely fucking correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Hold on, Mac. I got you right now. Hold on. And now, as far as them kids, I'm not going out of my way to show none of them niggas love. Now, if that door open and that kid bombs towards me and comes and hugs my leg or something, I'm not gonna kick him off me. But I'm gonna be taking steps backwards. Like, y'all need to get these little motherfuckers. I need to decompress.
That's crazy. You want to talk to your kids
No,
like that?
it's not that. See, it's not that crazy.
I understand you're mad. I get that.
It's not
Those
that
are your
crazy,
babies.
but I don't know who's
Actually,
known the
not.
lie.
I think he does know which one is his and which one isn't.
No, but
It'd just be
there
like one of
goes-
them's not yours and you don't know. Like I'm pretty sure
but
they already
there
had a
goes-
conversation.
I don't give a fuck right now because I don't know who was in on it and who's not. I need to decompress. Y'all need to respect me in the heat of the moment as well.
Right, I get it.
So
I think
it wasn't brought to me before and it's brought to me on this day, and then they invited after I was like, oh, they like, oh, hey, all right. Hypothetically, being that we don't have too many names to throw out, hypothetically, it's me and Ashley, and she had a kid on me, and we was already 4 deep, and the last 2 ain't mine type shit. No, I'm just saying we don't know where. No, I'm just saying, but yeah, we don't know where they fell or whatever. But and then I go to my people and they like, oh snap, it's Thanksgiving, whoopty whoopty whoop. Where's Ashley? I'm like, I ain't trying to talk about it right now. She did some fucked up shit. Like, I just told her to go be with her peoples. And like, oh hell no, like we know her since Lil Man. You got a junior with her. Like, she gotta be over here. Then they hit you up behind my back and you pull up. Oh fuck no.
But I would also let you know. I'm not the type to do some shit like that either. Like I'm gonna text you and tell you like
that's
your
cool,
family give me
but like I said, and this is stamped in stone, I'm petty personally. So in the heat of the moment, until I gather my bearings, for me, I understand where Courtney's coming from, and it's a noble place. I understand where Mac is coming from. I understand where Mark's coming from. I understand where you coming from. I'm not disregarding anything y'all got going on. But my toxic ass project hood growing up, bouncing place to place ass nigga that struggled to find stability my damn self. And I thought we was stable and we was locked in. And now you hit me with this curveball. I need all of y'all respectfully to back the fuck up from anywhere that I'm at.
Yeah.
Until I'm grounded enough to come back to you and be like, hey, you know what? All right, bet. I get it. We took a break, whatever it was, and you fucked around and got pregnant. I don't really like it. I'm gonna tell you right now. I already thought this little nigga was weird. Now you confirmed it wasn't mine. I'm gonna still be here. It's gonna take time for him to grow on me. Now that I know that he for sure ain't mine. But that was your last. That was your last strike.
I can appreciate how crazy you are, but you still got a little grace in you. I think
because from my understanding, when I saw the video, I'm not going to say he was the most calmest person in the beginning, but I don't think he was doing too much in the beginning until I think what it was. And I think sometimes when we watch videos, we like to go at it as far as you're thinking about all the different options or variables that you could take within the situation instead of being in the moment and going through it in real time. I think in real time, he was like, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, my base is free, which is my family, to get away from this stuff until I figure it out. The family went behind his back in real time. He's collected information. It's like, yo, damn, even my own family kind of messed over me. And they didn't tell me they invited her. And as he's trying to navigate through the conversation, he said, look, I ain't trying to do this, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. The family started attacking him. And then I think that in real time, he really, really got real frustrated. Like, I can't even believe my own family is making me out like I'm the one that's tripping when it's not my kid. So it's one of those situations. It's unfortunate that the kids are there. Now, I will say, right, we trying to put it on the man to calm down and don't do this in front of the child. I will put the more onus on the family and the mom because they should have known that this probably could happen. You literally threw the kids into the situation when it's not the best environment right now. You literally did that, right? And the thing about it is we can sit here and say, well, I probably would have hit them up before and everything. We're talking about what happened in the video. Right. We're talking about what happened in the video. So in real time, the family, the cousin, the baby mama is not his kid or whatever. They put those kids in the environment when it was no understanding established. So they would have to take the onus. He is the victim in this situation. right?
Yeah, he's a victim for sure, but he still control his reaction though.
Exactly.
I mean,
you are in control of your own body.
Look,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, here's the thing though.
Go ahead, get your stress off.
Because this is where it comes in. I'm 100%. I 100% agree with you. I put the onus on everybody except the guy. But I still got to react. I'm still gonna have a reaction though at the end of the day, and I choose the way I react to that situation. So I can either do what he did in the moment of that situation, or I can fucking leave.
I get that. But here's the thing. I get that. And I'm not saying that's not an option. He could have handled it a different way or whatever. I get that.
Right.
But for me, from what I'm looking at the situation, everybody's not built the same. Everybody was raised a different way. And understandably, we probably don't even understand his upbringing. If I can sit here and look at his family and what they had just did, I could imagine in those households, this is not the first time it got like that. In those families,
and that's why they argue in front of the kids all the time. That's why.
No, I get what Courtnee. I understand. Yeah. We heard you say what you would do. That's what I'm saying. But I'm coming from a standpoint of trying to understand how he was the reason why he did it. Yeah, he could have controlled his whatever, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, right, we can sit here and say what I would do and everything. But that individual, him as a person, as these things are rolling in real time, I would not even put the blame on him for how he reacted, because at the end of the day, in real time, the dust wasn't settled. It was a toxic situation already. The family knew it was toxic. The baby mama knew it was toxic, but how they wanted to have a good time and a good Thanksgiving overcompensated what needs to be happening as an adult. The addressing of the situation as an adult, they didn't address it like adults. All of them didn't do it. And the guy that's the victim, we sitting here like, bro, you should have handled that a different way. Where everybody was against him. Sometimes, and I've seen it in real time.
That's why I gotta be fair.
I done seen things in real time.
But hold up, that's why I gotta be fair, because I would do the same thing in a situation when it's about a woman. I would say, look, this is how shorty. We say this shit all the time. When there are women in situations like shorty, you putting yourself in certain situations, you wearing certain type of clothes. Even though we can blame it on. We know, like, look, we know these are crazy. It's some crazy ass niggas out here in this world. So we trying to tell you, in order to minimize that situation, you got to be responsible for the things that you do and how you respond. So the type of clothes that you wear. So therefore, this is the same thing that I'm doing in this situation. Now, again, I'm not saying that's just like me saying, well, basically what you say, you're taking the onus away from the men. No, I'm not, because we already know it's crazy niggas out here. But there's preventative measures too, right? But in this situation, everybody, the mom, the parents, whoever else was involved in that situation, they're all wrong. My only thing is I put myself in his shoes and how I would react in that situation. I'm not saying he's right or wrong in the situation, but again, there are still many different avenues and ways that you can handle that situation. And I say that based off of the fact of how I look at the two little kids, I wouldn't react like that. And again, that's just my personal opinion on that situation. That's what I'm saying.
I get that. I'm not discounting what you would do. That's not the situation that's not what I'm talking about at all. I'm just saying I could understand the reason why he reacted if I was to place myself in that situation in real time. And I have seen people. We don't know if he has some PTSD or whatever. We don't know. But what I'm saying is, oftentimes I'm trying to like look at things from a different lens. Is sometimes we look at videos and everything, and we always try to shame the person, or say he could have did things a lot better. Like say for a quarterback, right? He's in the field. We on top level view. We can tell this person open and everything, and he should have passed it to this person and everything. But from where he was at, he probably didn't see it. He didn't read it how we could see it. So what I'm saying is, within his situation, I'm not going to say he overacted. He could have handled it a whole bunch of different ways. But what I'm saying is, in that point in time, I can understand how, in that point in time, he felt like everybody was against him and he was frustrated as a human being. I done seen people have anxiety attacks. I done seen certain things can trigger anxiety attacks and all that type of stuff. And maybe within all that BS that he went through his family, that probably was the best he could have did that shit. With how toxic that family is.
So let me ask you a question, bro. So take it to basketball, right? I like talking about basketball.
LeBron trash.
Calm down, bro. So take into consideration, right? So hooping, right? You made a certain play. There's three different.
Actually, when you done, I do got a point with LeBron. When you done,
okay. There's three different plays that you could have. There's three different plays that you could have made, right? But again, using your same analogy with the football situation, there's three different things you could have made. You can still get constructive criticism on that, right? So you made one play like, all right, bro, you decided to shoot the ball when you had two other guys wide open, but in your head, you thought it was the right thing to shoot the shot when you had two other guys that was wide open, but you felt that it was a need for you to take that shot. But hey, I feel you. I understand where you coming from that you took that shot, but you do understand that you did have two other guys in that situation in the corner sitting there. Why the fuck?
You could have passed too. Yep.
You could have passed it. You could have passed it, right? So it's nobody's blaming him. I'm gonna say, hey, I get it. I get why you did it. I understand it. But just to let you know that there were other options that you could have made too. So that's the point that we're coming from. So like we understand it. We hear we're coming from. We're not saying that he's a victim. We're not victim blaming at all, because he's 100% the victim here. But there's still options that could have been handled. There's still other options that could have been made in that situation, in that moment.
I'm sorry, man, but the way he handled, I think he handled the best way he could have. To be honest with you, I don't think he was. There is not even an ounce of me that thinks he was at fault at all. Just know the whole situation.
Nobody thinks he's at fault. Nobody thinks he's at fault though.
Or he could have even. I mean, obviously he could have did something different, but I actually think he could have did something way worse. So I think what he did was good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. He could have done something even worse. But again, there's still other options in it. I'm not blaming him at all. I'm not saying that he's wrong at all. But I'm just still saying that there were still options. Like there's still options. But hey, I understand why you did what you did and how you the route you went about. That's why I'm saying I don't even disagree with the way Ross said it. You know what he said, what he would do in that situation. I don't disagree with it at all, because there's many different avenues, and we're saying it right here in real time. Raw got a whole different way he'll do it, then I would do it, then you would do it, then Mac would do it, then Ashley would do it. So there's still there's like 5 different options that you can take. But I'm not saying that he's wrong. That's right.
As long as it's in depth, I think anyone will be fine. I think it's all good.
Here go my thing, right? So like, and you know what? I should start putting out a disclaimer when we reacting to stuff, because we don't know these people. So to me, they NPCs, they non-playable characters. So yeah, I might be cracking on whatever. And honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. It's 75 to 80% of people, y'all be having kids and y'all kids be ugly as fuck. I'ma just tell you, newborns, some of them babies, they gotta grow into themselves. They be ugly when they hit 2 or 3 years old.
They do be looking crazy.
So some of these babies be looking like they from another constellation. Fuck a planet. Like y'all from another galaxy.
Crazy.
So it's no disrespect to anybody personally. So if you ever trip up and come across Banter and Barter, I do hope that you like, comment, subscribe. You can holler at me in the comments and we could go back and forth or whatever. It's no disrespect to you. But if you got a baby alien, I'm gonna just say you got a baby alien in the heat of the moment. That's my observation. But when we bring it back to the basketball, you wild as hell. When we bring it back to the basketball, right? It's just like us fans. Like, don't get me wrong. I never really cared to be a fan of teams in modern sports, no matter what the sport is, because I already knew behind the scenes before shit started getting leaked on all these gambling rings and all that. I made my own observations to realize, like, okay, some of this shit is rigged. Like, some of this don't really make sense. Like, don't get me wrong. Katrina hit New Orleans. That was cool. The Saints was on a hell of a tier. But I kind of feel like, you know, y'all needed to get y'all city spirits built back up, and that's why y'all won the Super Bowl. Like, that's just me. Like it, love it, hate it, it is what it is. So I've seen certain areas go into certain depressions, and sometimes your team win just so it can bring the spirits back up. That's just my observation. Way before all this gambling and mob ties and all that. Whoop-de-doo. We can get into the Jordan and LeBron. Okay, Jordan quit because of XYZ, whoop-de-doo. And it goes to the same thing with LeBron. It's like, okay, we thought he was going to be the Cavaliers' hometown hero. Then he up and left and went to the Heat. I'm not going to hold you. I was a LeBron fan, and I still am. Don't get me wrong. My ranking system, I still probably put him up there in the top of the top, but it's like, I'm going to still get some jokes off just because he's super brolic compared to all the other players. Like,
yeah,
Kobe and Jordan were some lean people in comparison to Bron.
Yeah.
So just like some stuff that he does is just kind of like, really, bro, like, I respect you. You outball me. I ain't ever going to say I could fucking outball you on the court. But it's just some things I feel like, should have never been tied to your name. But at the end of the day, it came out after he went to Miami that, it was a player on the team trying to holler at his mama or, allegedly.
Oh, Delonte West?
Yeah, so, so it's like even in that situation, y'all want me to be the king of fucking the Cavaliers, king of Cleveland, but how am I supposed to stay? How y'all gonna tell me how to feel about me catching somebody in my mama DMs that I play with? I gotta see you in the gym every day. So that's kind of where this come back to it. It's like, yo, I need to separate myself from Shorty so I get my bearings. That's like me saying, hey, bro, I'm trying to figure out, I don't want to do team practices no more. I want to practice by myself. You let me come in, 2 hours early into the gym. I get my practice out the way. Then text me when y'all cleaning up and leaving, and I'll come get another 2 hours in. And then, coach agrees to that, but then you come and coach fucking call the whole team in early. Now you got to see the dude that's in your mama DMs. It's like, bro, I'm trying not to smash this dude's face in. I'm trying to be cordial. I can understand if we got to play a game against another team, but, me practicing is my detoxing. You don't know what I got going on. When I'm shooting these threes and I'm practicing, that might be what's grounding me. Now you got this motherfucker over here, and I'm like, shit, I'm shooting these threes and be like, okay, for every three, that I make, I might forgive him a little bit more. But now you got him in my face. Now I just want to beat his ass.
You might forgive him a little more.
So now it's the same thing kind of with this situation. Like, yo, respectfully, I get it. Shorty got my kids too. But she fucked around. She didn't bring it to me. I have to hear it elsewhere. This Thanksgiving, I just want to kick it with y'all. Y'all my people from the sandbox. We could pack some to-go plates. She could pick some shit up after we done kicking it and playing spades and phase 10 and dominoes and shit. But, until we get through all that, I really just don't want to see Shorty right now.
That's fair.
That
before we even take the foil off the pans, y'all got Shorty showing up. It's like, nah, I'm wilding out. I done told y'all to respect my wishes. Y'all supposed to be my people. And this is how some people's villain origin stories start.
Nah, that's literally what happened. That's that shit that can drive a guy or just anybody over the edge. And you once that top is open, you can't screw that bitch back on. And that.
Oh shit, my bad.
I mean, not to cut Macaroni off, but y'all just seen Ray J pull a gun. Well, allegedly, I didn't see footage with him with the gun on him, but Shorty said
my bad, man.
No, that's some
wild shit.
That Ray J situation, old girl brought her cousin, and that's the reason why he brought it out. It wasn't specifically for her. It was for the male cousin. Said,
it's a I didn't physically see it, but go ahead and get your stress off.
But yeah, that's that type of stuff where, hey, it doesn't matter. We just gotta have the kids just be kids, and we just trying to have a good Thanksgiving and all that stuff. And that man mental ain't all the way there. And then if he go out and do what he do, then we're gonna sit up and like, oh yeah, he shouldn't have did that. But like, man, I just look at the situation. I think sometimes when stuff like this happens, we focus so much on a man and what he could have did instead of just look at what's wrong is wrong and condemn the people that did the foul play. I think that's my whole thing about it. Like, we spend all the time talking about things that he could have did. He could have went this way. We got to talk about the kid. Nah, man, the family messed over him, and that girl knew what she was doing. All them adults They didn't care about his well-being. They didn't care about his mental. They didn't care about how he would actually take the situation. They didn't care, and that's sad. And that's where we at, to the point where we supposed to be having a community, and we supposed to be helping each other out and lifting as we climb and all that type of stuff. And your family stab you, your blood family stab you in the back.
And that's this is why I understand Ashley and Kay when they come up here and be like, "Oh, y'all need to go to therapy."
Thank you, because I was thinking it. I said,
no, but
therapy.
but see, in situations like this, I could understand it, because at this point, who is that nigga supposed to trust?
Yeah, he ain't got nobody to talk to.
His family's supposed to be his therapist. They supposed to understand that, hey, bro, like, you know, you got kids, and he's like, yo, I understand that, but you got to understand my level of betrayal. And they're like, oh, well, nah, fuck what you got going on. I don't know if we covered it or if you covered it at all, Courtney, but I know we probably, most of us at least have seen it. Mm-hmm. That little girl that was in church and she was giving the testimony.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I like to thank God for blessing me with my stepmom, because my stepmom actually listens to me.
And the lady was like, and
the whole church went into a fucking prayer ceremony on that girl, like, oh no, like this ain't what you put. Mm-hmm. So now, if she shut down and she start her villain origin story and she become a hoe and all this, and she trying to find love elsewhere, what the fuck do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
She came out and was like, "Hey, stepmom listens to me." And don't get me wrong, nobody's fucking perfect.
Right.
I got ass whoopings every day as a kid at times just because my mom had a bad day. So one of my promises to myself is I do sit down and talk with my kids. I could whoop their ass from Monday through Sunday, but I sit down and I talk with them, and I'm like, hey, even if I know that I was wrong, like, hey, my fault. Daddy really spazzed out. I overreacted. How did that make you feel? Okay, whoop-de-whoop. I get it. What can you do better that can alleviate me from taking such extreme actions? Oh, well, I did do this, and that. Okay, so you understand where I came from. Kinda. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Whatever, you know what I mean? And we could still find the middle ground. We could talk it out. And don't get me wrong, I'm not over here DDTing my kids through the drywall fucking every day. But, you know, there's certain situations where I'm sorry, you're going to have to catch this fucking cow skin before we could talk. Like, you know that I know that we know that you had all of us fucked up. So before we get into the talking portion, y'all got to get into this discipline portion. My grandfather was a bishop. I was raised in the church. As wild as I am, I don't give a fuck how y'all perceive me. I do have my ground. I'm not going to be over here abusing kids. So yes, I do support discipline. I don't support just bullying little motherfuckers just because they're yours and you can get away with it. There has to be a middle ground. So yes, I talk with my children, and you know, you get to express yourself. I'm not finna gentle parent, but I also need feedback on my parenting. Shit. I might not listen to a goddamn word you said. That's bad. But I gave you the floor to tell me how you feel in the moments where I wild out.
That's good.
Which lets me know how I can fine-tune things in the future.
Right.
Like, okay, instead of going off level 10, maybe I got to dial it back to a 6. You're actually responsive to talking more than you are at whoopings. I could dial it back on you. You just don't listen. I'm going to fuck your ass up every time until you start listening. It's a sliding scale.
It is, per child.
So this kind of thing, I just feel personally, to me, it's disrespectful that the entire family, because you got to understand, like, if me and you going out, Ashley, and we start having kids or whatever, I put my life on the line for you. Right? You wilding out. But I put my life on the line for you and all that, right? At any given time, somebody break in the house, whatever, I need to be up there. I could have a little 7-shot revolver and somebody in there with a 100-round drum. I need to figure out how to make my 7 shots count to keep you safe.
Right.
You went out behind my back and got pregnant, right?
Right. Crazy.
I didn't know. I'm like, shit. We just came back from Cancun. I was swinging off the chandelier. I know I was fucking. I was demon dicking that thing. Like, I was in there. So yeah, that's me. Now, for 9 months, I'm waking up at 2 a.m, going out getting you some snacks. Your back hurt. I'm rubbing you down with the Tiger Balm. We don't even use Vicks no more. I got the Tiger Balm. You know, I'm doing all this other stuff. It come to the hospital. It's complications. I'm getting traumatized now because, you know, instead of a vaginal birth, you getting a C-section. I'm watching these motherfuckers cut into you. I'm like, oh no, please don't kill my baby. I don't know this little kid, but I know Shorty. Shorty, give me 5 top. Don't take her from me, Lord. Like, I'm gonna add my comedic element to it.
I know, we get it.
You know what I mean?
It's very true.
In the back of your mind, you knew that even if it was one night, you went to Miami on a girls trip, and on that last night, you just couldn't hold the guard up no more. That nigga was so fine on South Beach, you let him crack.
I get it.
But you was sitting up in my face for 9 months, and you had that kid.
Absolutely.
Fast forward 2 years, 5 years, whenever I finally find out, you not even the one that brought it to me.
Well, that part's crazy.
So you didn't even bring it to me.
I know, that is nuts.
You was like, hey, you know what? I did, you know, 3 years ago, I went to Miami with the girls. I was wilding out. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga was so fine. I just don't know what came up. I don't care how you bring it out. I just want you to tell me, because I'm trusting that I'm gonna protect you at all times. I wasn't there on the girls trip. I couldn't protect you from that nigga. You took fucking 10 shots of Henny. You couldn't protect yourself no more. It got blurry. Nigga look like Idris Elba or whatever the fuck floats your boat. Hey, 1 + 1 was 2 that night, and it was on a cracking. But we dragged this on for years. Now I finally find out.
It's crazy.
It's no disrespect to the kids we already have, but now I'm just like, okay, that's blurry. So what else?
Right.
That's where it gets real persnickety with it. So I gotta dissect everything that ever happened.
What you say?
What's the truth and what's a lie? Huh?
For what?
Persnickety.
Oh, okay.
Persnickety.
Hey, don't think because I'm a hood nigga, I don't know big words, man.
I ain't say that. I was just trying to figure out what you said.
On banter and barter, we gonna get folks' vocabulary up. I said persnickety.
Proclivity.
Mac got the proclivity, I got the persnickety. You know how I feel it, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, hey, I just realized something, man. Matt, fucking unbiased, you 100% fucking speak woman language for sure. Like you go detail to detail to detail to detail to detail to detail. I never like pinpoint that shit. That's why I wouldn't like understand your ass. I've been like, yo, you cheated on me with some hot ass nigga. That's why I'm pissed. Detail.
Well, you gotta understand though. I'm an only child of a single mom. I've been in the hair salons. I've been in, I've been all those places. I done heard women talking about they shit that was 30, 40 years older than me. I done knocked down some cougars. It is what it is. So that's where women could come in. You know, they don't like people that they're like, oh, these podcast niggas. Like, no. Well, it's like some of us actually know you because some of us were helping you be you.
Mm-hmm.
When you was cheating on your man with the side nigga, it's me. I'm side nigga. I was swiping your
language. Like I speak your language.
I was swiping your card at Applebee's, getting that 2 for $20, and then we hit the ATM and you gave me $300. Like it's me.
Geez,
you know what I'm saying? But no, like to reel it back in though, it's just like, you know, you did all that. Now I don't know what was real, what was fake.
Right. You gotta process it.
Time to detox.
Yeah,
if I bring it to my family, it's nothing against the kids. And I know it really sounds extreme when I'll be like, you know, fuck them kids. I get it. Mm-hmm. I do have soft spots for people in my heart. Just like Courtney said, I get where Courtney coming from. Ain't nothing wrong with what Courtney's saying. But I know for me, a child is, depending on how much love y'all made the child with, it's a 50-50 split between the mother and the father.
Yeah.
So even if I see me in that child, I still see half of you. I don't want to see this motherfucker right now. It's reminding me of you, and it's reminding me how you got me fucked up. The fact that my family went behind my back after I confided in them and told them, hey, it's a rocky road right now. Them last 2 kids ain't really mine. I ain't really got to the root of it yet. I was waiting for the holidays to blow past. I wanted the kids to be happy. Then all of a sudden, y'all was like, oh, you wanted the kids to be happy, so we invite. No. They can be happy over there this time. Why are they here? You my people. Y'all created me. We share the same DNA. Why did you bring these motherfuckers? Oh, well, you know, the other ones are still you. I don't give a fuck. Yes, they're partly mine. I put my 50% of pressure in some pain and made them. But the other 50 is still on Shorty, and she's still disrespecting me with all this other shit. And it came out during the house. I don't want to see you right now, respectfully. I'm not saying we ain't ever gonna talk it out. I ain't saying, you know, you dead to me, whoop-de-whoop.
Dead to me.
I just need to find my grounding. I brought it to my family. I personally, as a man, I don't believe in therapy. I believe you should have a community around you that you could go confide in. Hey, Courtney, let me holler at you, bro. What time you get off work? Oh, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you around 7. I get off at 6, but I gotta go get some food for my kids and put them in bed, and we'll do. Then I'll hit you. Boom, hit you. Hey, bro. So tell me why me and Ashley have 4 kids and she stepped out and that 5th one ain't mine, but the 6th one is. Oh, nigga, word. Hey, bro. All right, how about this? I'm off this Saturday. We finna watch the game. Come over. We gonna have pizza and beer. We could talk about it. That's my therapy. I'm not finna pay a nigga I don't know that ain't ever walked any type of path that I ever walked to come tell me some shit because you learned it in school, and half the motherfucking professors in school don't even practice what they teach. So that's where I don't believe in. And I mean, like I said, there is a percentage of society that the shit works for, but to just willy-nilly tell everybody to go, like, man, fuck them people, man. I got people that really know me, that really walk the path I walk. Y'all the ones I want to hear from. Tell me where you had life fucked up so I can fucking correct and steer different and veer off different. Oh, you was taking crack cocaine in the 80s and you got strung out and you had a 15-year stint where your life was fucked off because crack was everything. Boom. You ain't got to tell me twice. Don't ever take crack. If we related and we both have addictive personalities, you fucked up. I already know. Hey, don't touch that shit. Mm-hmm. That nigga Uncle Bobo had a long life because of it. It could have went different. He was, you know, on his way to be a millionaire, and then that crack took $1 million out of him in 15 years. That man was over here damn near eating random strangers' ass for $15 just to get a bump. Like, you don't want to do that. So that's where the thing is. It's like, my family, I should be able to trust you, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. Y'all all betrayed me. Who do I trust? I need all of y'all to leave. It's no disrespect to the kids. If y'all need a backpack for school, y'all need socks, whatever, I'm going to shoot the money over. But right now, I don't want to talk to y'all. I need to figure out me. That's where I'm coming from with it.
No.
Me and my family been in that situation.
Said, damn, my nigga. Let it all out.
Let it all out. Me and my family been through this situation.
I'm gonna just give you stories from the hood. I ain't wallow 360 or whatever, but hey.
Me and my family, we've been through this situation, but not like all the way. But like my brother had a situation like this. Chick cheated on him, and yeah, Courtney know. And when I looked at that video, and I was like, damn, what if me, my sister, my dad, my mom, and all that type of stuff welcome her with open arms and say, hey, y'all just got to get this. Y'all got to get this. With the kid is more important. The dude, whoever she had the baby with, wasn't worth nothing, right? He couldn't even scratch his own ass if he could. He wasn't about nothing. He couldn't rub 2 nickels together. But I would just, me knowing my brother, if we did what his family did, my brother would not be rocking with us till this day. Till this day. I already know. And Courtney know it too. It's like one of those things when you're watching it, it's like, oh, it could have been, you know, it's for the kids and everything. But when you actually going through it and you seeing how this one situation can affect every single body in that family, it is different. It's real. And what they did was totally disrespectful. Like, that's one of those things where I would have to take a break from my family because I got to reassess some shit.
I mean, people self-delete behind shit like this.
Yeah, you do some selfish shit.
You can't use the real bad S word, but people get themselves up out of here behind stuff like this.
And the thing about it is, what old buddy did probably was a little too much or whatever, but he was doing what he doing. That don't mean he could have came back and just like, hey y'all, I had to cool down. Now I had to cool down because it was in the moment. I just need some time to myself. I can't rock with y'all. I see y'all when I see y'all. Me and her, we'll handle this later and everything. But in real time, how it was developing in real time, that's tough.
Yeah, and the thing is, what people need to understand is you're solely responsible for your actions, but you can't control how I react to your action. Like, you don't know who you fucking with. Like, it's people, they've been married 20 years and their husband a serial get them people up out of here type person. You know what I mean? It's all sorts. You don't know what somebody does when they're not immediately next to you.
But the girl was probably friends with, that's probably his sister, cousin, whatever. That girl was probably their friend. They probably had babies at the same time and shit.
Okay,
but even though she may even knew. But like, still at that point,
family.
If they're friends, that's what I'm saying. So she didn't really care about her actual family member. She cared about her friend. Like, she didn't really give a fuck about the dude that was going through it. She's probably like, yeah, he'll get over it. Don't worry about it. It's going over. Let's have the kids come over.
There go the thing. In hood English, y'all wouldn't have met this bitch without me. So why y'all got this bitch here?
Stop it.
I'm just see on the podcast. I like us because we got a healthy dynamic. We got the hood background, the suburban background, whatever. I'm gonna just bring it to you from the hood. At that point in time, I'm not speaking perfect English, and there's no disrespect to my baby mama, wife, whatever. But right now, you's a bitch. Why y'all bring this bitch here?
Hey, sometimes
that's some bitch shit.
Sometimes what I learned.
No disrespect to Shorty, and I mean you might never be able to get past it. But in the heat of the moment, why is this bitch here? I done told y'all before she did some whole ass shit.
Hey,
I ain't found my bearings yet. Why is this bitch here? If the kids needed food, y'all could have helped her behind my back, but y'all got her playing in my motherfucking face.
Sometimes, I think we don't have to keep real life away from kids. Sometimes they have to see the real. Maybe they can't understand it right now, but with when they develop and get older, I'm saying sometimes. I ain't saying this time.
Oh no, okay. I'm with you 100%. It was Courtney face.
But what I'm saying is, like, I ain't saying that you gotta put all what's real in front of them in there. I'm just saying sometimes if their mama did something wrong and all that stuff, you kind of shield them and everything. But within that situation, like, everything ain't gonna be perfect all the time. They're gonna get exposed to some stuff and everything that could have been avoided if everybody was acting like adults. But at the same time, like, they're gonna have these questions when they get older anyway. They gonna have these questions, and then like I said, my brother, he got the situation. That little kid still got his name. She didn't change the name and everything. My brother got the papers till this day, just in case this little dude come find him and say, "Hey, why you ain't never been in my life?" And he gonna be like, "We done had this conversation. He just waiting on it.
Wow.
He just waiting on it. He like, look, come sit down right here. He'll go to paper. 0.000. I'm talking about we ain't even nowhere near the same tribe from what we came from.
On to the point that Macaroni just brought up. To the rest of y'all, how would y'all feel about them going through their whole life and then their whole life been a lie? Because what if they believe that was their daddy, then they finally get a sit down when they turn 18 and that's not? How do y'all feel? How y'all feel about that?
Well, as the kids find out?
Yeah, so like let's say this situation happened, right? And Buddy moved past it in the heat of the moment. Was like, you know what, fuck it. I don't know how I don't know your 360 feeling on the Courtney, but like from the lens that you was painting, let's like be like, okay, we was trying to guard the kid, so you still show love or whatever, and then the kid hit 18 and come back and be like, hey, dad, like, you know, you looked out for me, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, but, you know, like, I'm finna go get a girl right now and she did this XYZ. Like, what was the real skinny with you and mom? I know that you took care of me, but there were certain times I seen the way you looked at mom and it kind of looked funny. Like, what was behind that? And then you sit them down and be like, you know what? The real is I'm not your biological dad, but I was there since day one, whoop-de-whoop. Like, you know, so the kid's like, oh, hold on. So this whole time I've been living a lie. Like, so who is my dad? Then he starts spazzing out on his mom type shit. Like, how would y'all feel about that?
Well, even in that situation, first of all, if I'm in that situation, I'm not in a life. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. But that's just. But I'm being honest. I'm not gonna be in the life in the first place. But just to play on your point on the hypothetically speaking, I'm gonna give them the real. I'm gonna say, listen, we didn't have that. We had. There was a situation that happened that popped off, and I'm just gonna give them everything. But a 1-year-old, and I think the little girl like 4.
Okay.
Like 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the time to have that conversation with them yet, because they won't understand that yet. Now, when they get a little older and then they still start to ask questions like, all right, Pete, let me sit you down, let me let you know what the real shit is, and then we're gonna have that conversation.
To interject, I feel like the 4-year-old is old enough. Because I mean, well, see, here go my thing. You don't want a Will Smith situation. We know the greatest episode ever recorded of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was when he fell out and, you know, he went off script and was like, how come my daddy don't love me no more? Yeah. On set. Yeah. That's shit that was built up from a kid to his current age from whenever they filmed that episode.
It's that too, but it also in that situation, I mean, when you look at that father was constantly in and out of his life. He wasn't.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get that too.
You know what I mean? That's why
for me as
and so like in that situation, I'll have to let them know what the actual truth is. Like, listen, some shit happened between you and your mom. You know, that's something you got to talk to your mom about. But I decided, as the man, I decided that I was still gonna take you as my own and raise you as my kid. Now, and I know you. I know as you still gonna want to know who your actual father is. Mm-hmm. I understand that. So do what you got to do, but just understand that I'm always here, and I've always been the one that's been here for you. Been looking out.
But you understand that it's more often that happens that the dude steps up and says, "I'm gonna be this knight in shining armor and take care of this kid," and the kid finds out. Or maybe they might know the whole time, but once they get like a certain age, they kind of say, fuck you, like, you're not my dad, and disown you. And not many people say shit about that.
That's why I don't advocate for it. That's why I don't advocate for it. Yeah. I was just talking in regards to his hypothetical experience, the hypothetical. Yeah. I don't advocate for it. So
that happens a lot, and no one ever says that kid's fucked up for doing that. It's usually like, well, he has his own reasons or whatever the case may be. It's usually like you understand that shit, but once the dude says, "Hey, you know what? That ain't my kid. I'm not taking care of it." He's a bad person, you know.
No, that's disrespectful too for the kid for shit like that. It's like you got this kid this man has been he pretty much then gave his life to you, give you everything, gave you a roof over your head, clothes on your back, treated you like you were their own, and all of a sudden you got the nerve to sit there and tell them that, oh, you ain't my dad anyway. Fuck you.
And that's where, you know, I know my name on here is Unbiasedly Raw, and y'all gonna get my raw reaction to shit every time. I don't give a fuck if I seen the clip prior to or we watching it live. Y'all gonna get my raw reaction, and this is why I can't actually like walk things back.
Yeah.
So boom. My thing is, when I was a child, I don't care if you was in diapers or you was enrolling into college. The way my family was set up, because I grew up on my mom's side, they Jamaican. A child stayed in a child's place.
Facts.
So the thing is, it ain't matter what fucking age you were. Obviously, there's one that she holding on the hip. That motherfucker can't go nowhere. But shit, if you could walk or crawl, get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here right now, because some real shit going on. So that's where I know, you know, initially y'all be like, oh, this motherfucker over here wilding out. He's saying fuck everybody who do fucking kid.
Nah, that's facts right there. What you just
and
said.
It's like, respectfully, this is grown folk business right now.
Yep.
So I get it. You're a kid. You're innocent. Whoop-de-whoop. I'd hate for this to be the first situation that starts chipping away at your innocence. But right now, fuck you. Because at day's end, I'm responsible for your survival. And a part of your survival depends on my mental health being balanced.
Yeah.
And you just threw a cog in the wheel right now. I'm off balance. I'm off camber. You telling me all this formula I done bought, all the times I done got cussed out at the stove because, you know, my paycheck came through, but my car's still declining because it's a fucking, you know, discrepancy with the bank. And y'all telling me I ain't got no money, but I'm checking my app and I got money, or the food stamp card declined, or the WIC ain't come through the day it was supposed to because it was the holidays and I ain't know. And this motherfucker at home crying. I'm out here doing all this shit trying to take care of my shit because I swore it was my kid. And you telling me it was Dirty Dick Derek from one weekend in Miami that had this motherfucker?
Dirty D Derek.
Oh my, this nigga from Miami from 3 years ago. Ain't at no point in time did you be like, oh, you know what? I kind of ran my calculations back on my ovulation app and what whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I kind of realized, you know, I probably conceived this child at the time where we weren't talking or it was during this girl trip. I should just probably let you know that I fucked somebody else just off GP. I feel real bad. I know it's gonna fuck me up for a couple months, but I feel like we got a bond strong enough to where we can build past that and leave the ball in my court to do that instead of just trying to sneak on as the years go by, and then the shit actually come and you're like, oh, now we gotta talk. Like, nah, bitch, at this point, I don't want to talk to you right now. I got a lot of thinking to do. If you see, I'm under the pretense that a reason a lot of the old school marriages that we praise so much, a lot of the reasons a lot of those things lasted is that bedroom sometimes was the war room. If Shorty fucked the mailman, hey, y'all might send the kids off for the summer. They might be in summer camp, whoop-de-whoop. She let them know, hey, you remember that time where, you know, I felt like you didn't love me, whoop-de-whoop. I ain't gonna hold you. We might have to call the post office and just tell them to change the mailman or whatever, because I don't know how you gonna feel about this. But yeah, you know that nigga Bo Jackson that delivered the mail to the crib, or the nigga that delivered them glass bottles of milk. Well, shit, one time I kind of was going out to go get the newspaper off the lawn, and he seen the way this shit was shaking in the moo-moo, and you know, he had some sweatpants on that day. He liked what he seen. I liked what I seen. We linked. It was honestly a fuck up, but my life is in your hands. I trust you with my life. So I'm just gonna let you know where I fucked up at. Hey, if you can't forgive me for it, fuck it. I'm gonna figure out my life from here. But I brought it to you before anybody else could, because I don't want anybody out there to have the one up on you. So I hope we can move forward from this, but if we can't, I totally understand. And shit, homie might have chalked it up. And homie might have ran down on the milkman, the mailman, or whatever. Like, hey, my shorty told me what you did. Don't ever let me catch you with my bitch again. Like, when you come past my house, drop that shit off at the end of the driveway. Don't even walk it up to the doorstep no more. Drop that shit off at the end and go. I'm finna install this Ring camera. If I ever see you walk up to this door, anytime I see you today, any day after that, it's on site. And they moved past it, and you know, Grandpa lived to 87 and died, and boom, they see, you know, he had 3 side hoes that came out the woodworks, and now everybody and all them kids got to deal with that. But I just feel like, you know, back then people work through some stuff, but if you're the one that's, you know, kept the secret behind your person's back, you have to be the one to bring that to them. Don't ever let somebody get the drop on your person. If Courtney is with Ashley, like I said, we just using people on that we got on the panel. It ain't nothing going on behind those scenes. But if Courtney's with Ashley and then Ashley see me at the club and I'm just looking like a snack, she looking like a snack, and we have something, Ashley needs to be able to go back and tell Courtney, like, hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I meant to do. His name was Raw. I don't know what the fuck they put in my drink.
You can stay with him.
Well, no, and that is your no, but
I'm like, it's the option. You're giving the choice. People, it's
at day's end though.
Yeah.
You're 100% correct for whatever you say after that.
Yeah.
Right. But you should give the choice.
She was real enough to come to you and be like, hey, this is the scenario that played out.
Yeah.
Not you know, you go blow up and you become like a fucking multi-millionaire basketball player or whatever, and you done married Ashley, you got 3 kids, whatever. Now all of a sudden you see me liking all the pictures and you come in my DMs like, hey bro, I noticed, you know, every picture my wife posts, you over there liking the picture. Like, what's up with you?
Yeah.
Like, shit. Before you even get, matter of fact, your marriage night, I cracked that shit. Like, what you talking about?
Crazy work.
Now you going back like, hey, we went back since the 6th grade. Why does a nigga over here telling me that he hit? Is it true or not? And she like, yo, you know what? I ain't mean for you to find out. It's like, nah, what the fuck you mean you ain't mean for me to find out this way? Why you couldn't just bring it to me? You know what I mean? So it's 101 scenarios that people can run through on any video that ever gets clipped up. And that's why I said, you know, no disrespect to people like y'all NPCs or whatever, but for the 15, 20 minutes of your life, that window that we get to see, we gonna react on what we see and we gonna paint 100 pictures behind this shit. And I just know for me, everybody disrespecting me, so I don't want to see nobody, kids included, until I find my grounding. If Courtney still hug the kids and then he like, hey, shorty, come here, let me holler at you. Go ahead and make you 7 plates, 1 for you, 1 for the 6 kids. But y'all got 20 minutes. I'm finna go. I know I'm already fresh or whatever, but I'm just gonna take another cold shower. You got till my shower is done to get the fuck out of here. However anybody handles it, that's on them. I know for me, I'm crashing out off rip. Everybody I ever fucking loved, trusted, and believed in and fucking turned their back on me in the heat of the moment. Y'all all gotta go. Or, I mean, I could take an honorable exit. The difference between me exiting and her exiting, if I exit, delete my number. I don't want to know none of y'all.
All right.
If she go, we can rebound from this.
Let's go to the next topic, big dog.
If I leave, all bets are off. Delete my number. We not blood no more.
Facts.
That's just that.
All right, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit the bell notification. So let's go to this last one though. Let's go to this last topic. This one here is a little longer in the sense, but I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. So this woman actually crashes out on the door. So I haven't seen the entire thing. But I'm just going based off of the title. So I'm gonna play it and then we'll give our thoughts on it. Oh shit, let me take this shit off you first. There we go. I knew I wasn't tripping. I knew I did that. There we go.
Program?
Not all right. So all right.
Let me go back.
Something better.
So you kind of want a man to fit into your program.
Let's start from the beginning. All right, here we go.
I'm single. You want to know why I'm single?
Yeah, why you're single?
I think it's hard to find a partner when I have such a concrete
Hold on, Courtney.
I want to live my life.
Is this freezy?
Nah, that's not freezy, bro.
Nah.
That's smooth.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to find a person to collaborate with me to help that manifest.
Right. So you kind of want a man to fit into your program. In a nutshell.
That's why it's really hard.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, we don't want to
We're gonna get back to that.
Yeah, we don't want to fit one of these lives, but
in your status.
I mean, I got to see something better though. Like maybe I could switch the program, but I have to see something better. And the majority of the time, the average man doesn't show me better than what I can do for myself.
Oh, we're gonna walk this back soon. Okay, and why are you single?
Pretty much the same reason. We're not gonna ask him why he's single. I know he just
Ladies first.
Oh,
even when you're right, you're wrong.
but pretty much the same reason.
You can't find a man to fit in your program?
Not all right. So all right. I guess not the same reason. I just feel like a lot of these people are not being honest with themselves.
Mhm.
It's like, if you can't be honest with yourself, how are you supposed to be honest with me? And it's like I'm coming across it a lot, and I'm big on integrity. So it's like,
Okay, so you find some lying ass men out here.
In this game, your heroes will die a lot. With every defeat, a new.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess.
Good enough. Good enough. Go ahead, Shake. What you got?
Me, I'm single, but you know I'm dating.
You dating?
Yeah, I'm dating.
See,
I'm not in any long-term commitments, but
would you prefer to be in a long-term commitment or?
When the time is right. When the time is right, but I'm enjoying the company I have with some women I'm talking to. So, shout out to them.
How many first dates do you go on?
I try not to do more than 3. Yeah.
Wait. I'm confused. How many first dates?
That's dates before sex, right?
Mhm.
First
You
dates
know
mean
what I
dates.
mean,
Yeah, she
yeah.
means dates before sex. I try not to do more than 3 dates before sex. So, but it happens sometimes.
Okay.
You gotta nip those in the butt though.
How many first dates do you go?
I don't date.
You don't date?
Yeah, not right now.
Cobwebs.
Okay.
It's not cobwebs, but I don't. Yeah,
You don't. You don't.
I was in a relationship for a long time.
What's a long time?
9 years. Yeah.
Ooh.
How small was that, guy?
Off and on.
Off and on. Okay, that sounds tumultuous.
Yeah, it was tumultuous.
What happened?
I took a lot of accountability.
We'll see.
We just didn't work out. He was younger than me too. I will
How
give
much
him grace
younger?
for that. 6 years younger than me.
He was 6 years younger than
Yeah.
you. Man, well, how old was he at the time?
He was like 24 at the time.
He was 24.
And I was late 20s. However, he had better qualities as a younger person than I saw in my peers at the time. And I actually still do
Wait.
see. Yeah.
You said he was 24
He was 24 at the time. I was in my
when you met, or when
yeah,
you
23. Yeah. He was 23 when
you
I
met.
met him.
Okay.
And he was in his 30s when we ended.
Okay.
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said you had a 6-year difference.
Yeah, we had a 6-year difference.
Damn, you was
So
robbing a cradle. It's like
maybe, yeah.
Nigger
So I
vibes.
did give him. So that explains the time, because I was giving him some like time to like do his thing or whatever, and it was a good type of relationship for me, because it was like it was kind of arm's length too.
And how long did the relationship last? You said
Off and on for about 9 years.
9 years. Okay. And when did you end it?
Recently.
Like less than a year ago.
You got less than a year
Okay.
ago.
She just gave out her age. I got all the information for you. Those who are good at math, there you go. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
So, yeah.
But all right. So I get that part of it. So you said you take accountability, and
Yeah.
you're saying it was the age gap.
I
for the
think it
most
was
part.
the age gap. Yeah.
You wanted a lot more.
Yeah. By the
Then
time he got
it-
to a point that I felt like he should have been at, he wasn't there. Like he didn't meet that mark.
Okay.
And I realized it wasn't about his age. This is just the type of person he is.
Right. That happens. Yeah. Some people
Yeah.
are just not ambitious. And
Yeah, and it took me a really long time to figure that out.
Were you
and I
trying to
wasted
build
a
it
lot
there?
of time. I wasn't trying to build, because he was already at a point.
skip ahead a
He was
little.
already at a point.
The idea that only women that you're exceeding men.
I'm not. Can you find me a Fiji?
All right, here we go.
She capping. And I still don't want
And all it. I don't want you.
But I don't want a woman
Like,
to-
what the?
And I don't want a woman like you.
And women don't want
I
men
don't-
like
I
you,
don't
and
want a
he's
woman like
upset because women are
Not her fixing
becoming
the
more
weed.
like me, and he's not.
Doesn't
like,
upset me.
It's
It
not
doesn't
his
upset me.
thing.
My dad always told me that a man is not going to argue with a woman.
Absolutely
We're having a
not.
discussion.
Like, my 6-year-old, the young one that was 6-year-old, wasn't back and forth like this.
Straight up.
I'll tell you
Like
that.
that.
Didn't stay with him.
So
All right.
so let's get to that part of it. So I do understand that there is
I'll never forget you.
No white
Right
niggas.
I know
You're the reason why I
I'm
don't
going to
date.
forget you. I'm going to
You're
forget
the reason why I
Trust
don't
me.
date.
This is going to be a race out of my mind.
has
Do
men
you
like,
see this? This is the reason why I don't
so are
date.
you saying that men like this?
Masculine men.
I earn more money than him. He's a
Hold
YouTuber.
on,
He's
hold on,
my
hold on.
age.
What
He's
is the time?
almost
What is the time?
40.
What is the time?
And he's a YouTuber. Like, come on now.
You don't know what I earn.
You're a YouTuber.
Have you seen my channel? And the
Doesn't-
millions of views that I
doesn't
got?
matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Can you find me a Fiji? I can
Fly
fly
to
myself to
Fiji.
Fiji
I
tomorrow.
just came back to Africa from Africa.
Boy, bye.
And yes, we got Fiji money. What are you talking about? You don't know me. When
I know you. I know you. I've seen you 1,000 times. Like I know you.
So you've seen my content before?
No.
So then what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
All right. Next question. Can you move on?
But sure, hold on.
No,
Hold on here. Because here's the issue, right? Women like her overtalk men, and it's fine. We're gonna let the footage reveal that, right? We're gonna let the footage reveal that.
No,
but we've sat here
we're gonna talk
quiet.
about this
We sat quiet while she went on long rants.
Go ahead.
And I tried to interject at time, but I was like,
I'm
no,
not that. I'm actually a softie.
Okay,
He's so soft.
can you stop
Like,
interrupting?
he's
Okay,
he's
just one
foaming
second.
at the mouth over a softie.
Just one-
I'm not even a hard girl,
Okay.
and he can't take me.
I think you're hard. I think you're hard. I think you're very hard. I think you're very hard. But I understand you. You know why I understand you? Because I listen to you. And what I've heard from what you said is that you like men that are.
You don't understand.
You like
me.
men.
We cut from such a different cloth, nigga. You do not understand
Just be
me.
quiet for 1 second, right? So let me talk. One second.
I'm only quiet for people I respect. I respect men.
You don't
I will be quiet for you. If you wanna
So this is what I'll do.
diffuse the
Let's
situation.
give him 1 minute, and then if you need a rebuttal or something.
Yes, is that
Got
okay?
you. No, I'm answering it as I talk to men I respect.
Okay. Anyway, so I understand women like you, right? There's a lot of propaganda telling women that you're exceeding men.
I'm talking about lived experience. He's talking about
So
propaganda. That's what I'm saying. He's a young boy in his mind.
So
like
listen,
I'm a grown woman
we
with
gonna give
lived
him a minute. Give him a
experience in
minute.
real life.
I'm
He
gonna give
keeps
you-
telling me propaganda.
I'm gonna give you a whole
telling
chance to
him my
talk.
real experiences. He's telling me that how I'm feeling and how I'm internalizing it is propaganda. He's a child.
I get it. So just give him a minute. We only gonna give him 1 minute, and then I'm gonna give you your time to rebuttal.
All right, I'm
and we won't allow him to interrupt you either.
All right, got you.
Okay. So I understand women like you, right? You've been sold this reality that it's not true, and it's fine. It's fine. You sold the idea that only men benefit from marriage, but we tried to make the point to you earlier on that women actually, the only way they could get divorced, last time I checked, is if they were married, and most women, most of the wealthiest women in the world became wealthy through divorce. That is true. So I've never heard of a man become a billionaire through divorce, but we've heard of women that became billionaires through divorce.
White women become billionaires through divorce. What are you talking about? Like this is not our conversation.
Charles, you could just forget it. Go ahead.
This is not our conversation.
So you can go ahead.
Like, what is he talking about? We're talking about relationships amongst us, right?
Okay.
Like he's putting in statistics and scenarios that he's not even a part of. Like, what are you pulling
That was
out
my fault. I
these-
brought that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't understand what you part of. We're talking.
I was
about,
going that direction. I
We're talking
think I was
about
smart.
real people. That's why I don't like talking to YouTubers. I'm a
Hey,
real
Court,
person.
you wanna
I
pause
pay
it real quick?
taxes. I'm an everyday average person.
So, just before we get into some more of this, I don't understand if women see what's going on, but from a man's perspective, and I get it, she's not dating any of the men that are up there. But when we say that men don't like combative women, this is what we're talking about. Like, I don't care if you a vet, if you went to war, whatever.
Her ass ain't with no fucking war.
Whatever. No, but I'm just saying though, like whatever you had to do for your personal survival don't mean jack fucking shit to me when I'm in the building. Sit the fuck down, cross your legs like Cam Newton, shut the fuck up, and just enjoy the vibe.
I can already tell what happened, and I didn't even need to see the middle. Like, I already know why she feels that way, and I didn't even need to see it. It's because I'm similar in the sense of when I hear men speak and I think that you're dumb, especially when the rhetoric comes out of your mouth that I feel like is just immature or childish or you're just not mature, I stop listening. And I can tell already that that's what happened. He was saying stupid shit. And so she stopped listening. And so that's why. Now, her interrupting as many times as she did, sure, she could shush a little bit. But her not giving a fuck what he's talking about, absolutely. I do that to men all the time. Not talking over, but in the sense if I stop listening, fine, yeah. I'm not listening to somebody who doesn't get it and who's immature and dumb as fuck. Like, move along. Especially when you're trying to talk about my life.
In the heat of your moment that a man calls you masculine, would you agree at that point?
I'm masculine because I don't want to listen to a man.
You're saying that what he's saying is so stupid. You're just gonna talk over him. You're just gonna let your dick hang because your dick bigger than his, and you don't feel like that's masculine.
You're asking me. I'm gonna do I find myself to be masculine if I don't listen to a man? No.
Yeah, if you're quiet, just don't say
No, I'm
nothing.
saying, what you're saying right now, because she didn't want to hear him, that makes her masculine.
No, her over talking. Like, you can disagree with what he's saying and everything, but her over talking And even when the host, you're not even being respectful to the host to say, hey, the host said, all right, you have your 1 minute. We're gonna give him 1 minute, and then you can have your 1 minute. Three words in, she hear a key word. Right. She interrupt and then start doing innuendos, insults, and all that stuff just because she find him dumb and stupid, whatever. But at the same time, he never threw a shot at her. He was just saying,
we don't know that. Yes, he did. There's a reason why we got to this point. You just didn't see the middle. Yes, he did.
I saw the whole thing. She threw it first. She threw it first.
Either way of how it works out. I just find it interesting though, just because a woman talks over a man, all of a sudden she's masculine.
Well, me personally, I don't think a woman is masculine if she overtalks. I think she just immature and rude. To me, I don't define masculine by overtalking. She's rude, immature, and if you were to prescribe him as stupid or dumb or whatever, that's fine. But she's joining the circus as well because
I can respect that for sure.
She's saying the dumb, stupid shit too because she contradicted herself through the whole time. She said she been in a relationship for 9 years. She only been on the market for a couple months, but yet she said she dated hundreds of guys. She done dated. Then she said she don't date. Then Buddy made a couple of slights, but in the beginning she was throwing slights at him, and he was just kind of like, okay, I see what type of time we on. So both of them.
What did he say to get her to do that?
He in the beginning, it would just say he's just said some stuff in general that she didn't like.
So there's a reason why she came where she is.
But the whole thing about it is just because I say something in general and you just don't like it, and I didn't personally take a shot at you. If you don't like it, you don't have to do a shot at me. That means you have impulse control issues.
But we were just talking about boy who cussed those people out, and we were saying, oh, that's totally fine. How he reacted. He was the victim. But then when she does it in a calmer scenario,
are you comparing that to something? Hold
on.
No way.
Hold on.
We didn't talk about he didn't have impulse control. We were, but
hold on. What I said, okay, I'm gonna say it again. He was speaking in general about relationships.
It wasn't talking to her.
Yeah, he wasn't talking to her. She took offense and started throwing shots at him. That's totally different from a woman got a baby on you and your whole family stab you in the back and you're trying to control your emotion through a real life situation. That's two totally different. They just have a conversation.
Going by scenarios. Got it.
Okay. Yeah, she don't know him. He don't know her. They just having general conversation. The host is saying, hey, let's conduct ourselves like adults, and she can't.
That part I totally get, and I do think that at some point she should have stopped talking for sure. It was getting excessive, but I also understand how we got here, and I didn't need to watch what happened to get here.
But the thing is, what you said, why people say that women are masculine, like if they overtalk someone, a man, because the way they overtalk is almost like you're about to fight. If it was a dude, it's almost like chest about to pop out, and like the next couple minutes, probably choking each other. It's not like I've had a girl dismiss me and talk was kind of feminine, and it's more kind of like, all right, man, whatever. If someone doesn't talk to you, you can't argue with them. You can just argue with yourself. So if most feminine women, if they just don't want to listen to you, they just won't say shit.
I'm about to choke her right now. Finger stance.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. On the aspect of the masculinity part, Clem. I think what masculinity actually represents is being able to have that emotional resilience, right? And so that's something that she's not displaying right now. She's not displaying the emotional resilience, which more so operates with just her lack of emotional intelligence. So
I hate when men use a woman as being masculine, because the actual definition is along with what you said, Courtney, but it's actual positive traits that men carry. That's what masculinity is. So when you hear toxic masculinity, that's a negative, because it can't be a positive negative. You see what I'm saying?
Here goes the thing though. When it comes to toxic masculinity, as much as people want to define the shit, toxic masculinity is only found in women.
Yeah, we all know what it means. I mean, what they're talking about.
There's no such thing as a man being toxic masculine.
because it's positive traits that men carry. So it's positive. So if you hear toxic masculinity, it can't be a positive toxicity because that's moot at that point in time. But yeah, but what she doing right now, and I think she projecting because I find it anybody that talks so much about themselves or who they are and what they are, 9 times out of 10 I don't believe them.
Oh yeah, if you gotta qualify yourself, you qualify.
Because if you just being you, like say if Felicia Rashad, when she walks in the room and she just being nice and she doing this and everything, you be like, oh, I can tell the way she talks, she educated, she feminine. Oh yeah, she dope. You're gonna take a little bit more to try to talk to her when she was back in her prime. You know what I'm saying? She older now and she just living her life and kicking it, whatever. But I'm saying if she was in the dating scene, this woman right here, what you are who you are. Can't nobody get this up out of you. This is you. This is her. Because if you usually don't act like this, you wouldn't even know how to do this right here. Because I could tell you my wife, I've been with her for 10 years. I have never heard her yell through points of contention to me. She never does it. Never does it. She don't never cuss. She don't never, when we in our points of contention, she don't cuss. She don't do none of that. She don't do no innuendos. She don't do nothing. We talk and we talk it out like adults. This woman right here, I think she full of cap because she just got out of a relationship, but she said she done dated hundreds of men.
Beforehand, though, she was 6 years older than him.
Well,
yeah,
she was already on late 20s. So yeah, she was.
Yeah, but
she
been in a relationship for 9 years. So how can you
that
say
was late 20s when it
yeah,
started?
but
Yeah,
at the same time, if you've been out the game for 9 years, how can you quickly identify all these type of men in the current state of dating?
Yes, you can. That is called experience. That's like saying that what you've dated, all of a sudden you forgot just because you were in a relationship for 9 years. No. And they were off and on as well. Let's not forget that as well. But no, you don't forget. You learn. Every relationship you learn from, every heartbreak you learn from, every tear that drops from your face you learn from. That's just normal. You're not going to forget it. You're going to see it in every man. All the things just to make sure that you don't relive anything that you've been through before. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, first of all, I didn't say that she forgot. I'm saying she's not currently like riding a bike, right? You ain't rode a bike in a long time. You kind of wobbly and you get it, and then you can get back to it. But I'm saying she ain't been in the game long enough to go on that bike to get back to that experience. But she experienced all these guys that she said she know who these type of guys are current.
But she said so she was fucking the same dude for 9 years, but she was fucking people in between.
Off and on, right? They were dating in between. She's just because you've been in a relationship for a long time. I do get what you're saying about like you don't know the dating pool, but you still know men. Like that's just like how you know women. Like
you shouldn't describe it that way that she's like in a relationship for 9 years because most people think that she's in a relationship, not fucking nobody else, just that one person.
She's been off and on. We know what that means. We're adults.
But I mean,
I just wanted to kind of like get a take on like the whole masculinity perspective or whatever, and just see right there. But I'm gonna reserve the rest of my comments until like the end of the clip, just so we don't get stuck right here the whole time.
All right.
I'm a civilian and I'm a vet. Like I understand the military life and things like that. Like I want to have real conversations with real people about real concepts.
And YouTubers, we're from Mars. We're not real people.
So how about this?
I just don't respect anything.
We do understand.
I just gotta say this. So I wonder what she would say considering the fact that I'm a vet and I do YouTube.
Hey, like I said, I'm gonna reserve my comments.
I just wanted to say that part. That's crazy.
You don't know me. What do you keep telling me? You keep telling me about me. You don't know me.
Hold on. Let's get past that part because
you're screaming.
Hey, pause it real quick, Courtney.
I don't think that's gonna.
Whoever named that fragrance company is out of order.
Janus fragrance.
Anus.
That should sound like you ski parts on your skin.
The J is silent. It's anus.
That's crazy.
Boy, y'all out there buying 12-ounce bottles of fart.
Hey, you know what this cat? I think it's probably a joke.
Boy, I walked in this place, it smelled like straight up Janus in this bitch.
Hey, just watch his content from fucking Lafitte. He's probably a joke. People up there.
That's Joe. That's Joe Anus. That's your Joe Anus. That's Joe Anus.
Joe Anus.
I'm really going
I
nowhere.
just have to add
But
my
I do
comedy
want to get somewhere with this, right?
Mhm.
So if we're saying that
Crazy.
there is something wrong between the relationship dynamics between men and women, how is it possible for us to bridge the gap?
We can't, because if
No,
she
I
wants to
think we can.
lead, men won't follow.
I think we can. Can I answer your question? Can I answer your question?
We're gonna let her go. Then you got it right after.
I think.
Customize and save
Hey,
with Liberty
yo.
Mutual.
We ain't gonna let the emu go.
In 1954, my granddad, James.
Damn. They made sure you see all of them.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, so I think the problem with that is we have to be realistic about whether or not men are capable of leading, because we're not going to just go blindly follow after someone that we deem incapable. So it's a lot of these men that sit here like, follow me, follow me, follow me. A real leader does not have to tell you to follow them. You're going to see the way they lead and naturally fall in line. So the problem is a lot of these guys, they want to be like, oh, I'm a leader, I'm a leader.
Hey, I think I've said this before, but you hear this bullshit from women all the time about the whole leader thing. Like it's so pretty much what you're trying to say is a woman says, I need to prove how you lead. So pretty much I'm the one leading. I'm just gonna say it's okay if you do it that way. I'm just gonna prove it. Like even in real life, if you ever go to like any sort of job or anything, and they got teams, you ask any fucking workers there who you think is the best manager. It's usually the cool one who don't give a fuck if you're late, who just let you slide a whole bunch of shit and all that stuff like that. You always say that motherfucker knows how to lead. But the person who thinks a dickhead always got the best numbers. So like the whole shit is like way y'all think that being led is supposed to be fucking rainbows and whatever you think goes, and it's all supposed to be like, cool. That's not how that shit goes. It's not supposed to be like fucking like boot camp, but I mean it's not supposed to be like some shit you don't disagree with, but you gotta understand the person that you have designed to lead, you have to just put it in their hands if it's gonna ever come down to that. So I don't think a lot of women they think it's supposed to be nice and you're supposed to agree with everything. So pretty much that's a good leader.
No. I can tell from my experience, no. Men show you quickly how they're going to. If you can't communicate, you can't lead. Period.
Well, a lot of us don't speak women language.
It's not about speaking women language either. And you do need to find someone that knows how to understand your language. I always say I'm not going to be in a relationship where I have to explain my language to someone. So find somebody that you can speak the same language with. And if you can't, then you shouldn't be with them. But there are people obviously you date, right? So it's not like it needs to be rainbows and sunshine all the time. That's not a relationship. But I need to know that that you're going to have my back and I'm going to have yours. And like it's not gonna be weird. Like I always talk about, like, I'll never let a man lead me into the pits of hell, because most will. Because most men don't know how to lead. They talk about a lot of things, but they don't really know what that means either. You're saying that women don't, but men also don't.
Can
and
I
so
ask
it's
you something, Ed?
Sure.
Can you quantify that most men don't know how to lead?
I won't say most, but I will say that a lot of them struggle. Absolutely.
Well, the reason why I asked that, because we, just like he said, I hear that a lot, but I'm saying, like, how can we quantify if most men do not know how to lead? If you're not dating most men or have experienced most men, you just only experienced the men that you didn't work out with. So I say that to when a lot of women say that, I think the whole leadership thing is subjective to each woman, right? Because leadership look different in different houses, but at the same time, we can't quantify that most men don't know how to lead. It's just certain things that, like, for example, some women never saw leadership in their life, so they really don't even know what leadership looks like. And a lot of times in today's society, any boundary or any rule that is set or any expectations from a man is frowned upon. And then what tends to happen is we're doing stuff that I don't like. So, for example, your dad had your best interest and he told you not to do a lot of things, right? Because he has your best interest at heart. So a lot of times men have that same kind of fatherly instinct and they try to do the same, but because they're not my dad, it's seen as control and all that type of stuff a lot of times.
Well, I think too that just
But
depends
at
on
the
your
same,
relationship. So I get it.
but like I said, it's subjective. So when I hear the rhetoric when a lot of women say most men do not know how to lead, that's a falsehood. It's a fallacy because you can't even quantify if most men do not know how to lead if you haven't actually experienced most men. You only experience the men that you was able to date.
Right. And if it's a collective group of women that are saying that for the men that they've dated and the women that the men that they've dated, so you're going to go person by person. And if collectively, as a whole, women are saying that about all the men that they dated per slot, why would we not come to the conclusion from what we've experienced and as a collective, a lot of men don't know how to lead.
Because
I got it, bro. I got it. Because the reason why is everybody date as when they get going through this thing called life. And you find that one person you actually get with, you actually marry or whatever. Like most of us actually have been in relationships, situationships, or whatever. If I was to run around here and say most women don't know how to be wives, and I got one wife right now, right? I know there's a lot of women that could be wives. They just haven't got to that point yet. They haven't found a person. But in life, a lot of us go through this thing called life, and we just don't pair well with others just by expectation of what our household want to be. Just because we don't mesh well doesn't mean that that guy is not capable of being a leader, because I know there's a lot of women that have dated guys that are now married and that woman is happy and like the way he leads. So that's the reason I'm saying, like, it's kind of hard to be like, well, most of y'all don't know how to lead. I think it's like this boogeyman complex, and like a lot of women like to say this, but if we actually look at the situation, you're not going to marry every single person that you actually get with. So therefore, I wouldn't expect them to be a husband for you and lead you. It's up that guy that you actually, like you said, connect with.
I think that men can also be leaders while you're dating, just because it doesn't mean that the only person that you marry is the only one who knows how to lead. I don't think that. I've had healthy relationships and they did know how to lead. It just didn't work out. I've also had shitty ones and they didn't know how to lead and those didn't work out. So I'm not saying that either, but as a collective, a lot, we can agree that a lot of men struggle with communication. Not all. And if you want to put yourself in the box, whatever, but not all men. But there are a lot of men out here that do not know how to communicate.
Hey, actually, check this out. What if it was like this? Just say if it was majority overweight dudes would always say like all of them, like 99% would say this woman broke up with me, and most of the ones you're talking about were like slender girls. And they're like, all these women, these ones that I go for, they always break up with me because I make too much money. Just say that. And you'd be like, okay, you may have thought that's why they broke up with you, but that's probably not the reason. It's probably because you're overweight. That's probably not what they're looking for. So I'm saying you see that may be a bad analogy, but you see a lot of girls are using the same kind of group that say that. They're really independent women that always say men don't know how to lead. And when I say independent, I think that's what I'm talking about. It's either my way or the highway type shit. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't need nobody else to even interrupt. Those kind of chicks are usually the ones that say men don't know how to lead. You never really see like real soft-spoken chicks talking about I'm having a problem dating dudes because they don't know how to lead. You never really see that a lot.
Interesting. So because if you're soft-spoken, then you feel that they find more men that know how to lead if they're soft-spoken.
Is that all you heard? I'm saying that's one trait of a feminine woman. Very soft-spoken. Don't talk over people and do shit like that. So you don't really see people like women like that you know are feminine coming out and saying that men don't know how to lead. You never really see it very much. I'm just saying that's one trait of a feminine woman. Mm-hmm. There's way more traits to it. You know what it is. You know exactly what kind of girl I'm talking about. So that's the thing. A lot of times you gotta look at the group of people who are saying it and then go out by that. They just don't know how it is.
And just how you feel like a certain group of women. I think that so then we're on like the same page about how we feel about it. A certain group of women, you feel don't say it. Yeah. I feel a certain particular man doesn't know how to communicate. So
also, I don't think leadership is only predicated on communication, though.
I do agree with that as well. There are plenty of other factors. Yeah,
a lot of guys don't want to lead. They're just trying to smash. And I think a lot of times when women get into these situations, their expectation for him to lead in there, and like they just want to smash. They make it seem like he tried to be a leader, but he only just wanted to smash. Now, I would say if you were in a relationship and it was serious and he wasn't trying to smash and he was actually trying to be there and be that leader quality and all that stuff, I think most women wouldn't say if they had that type of relationship. A lot of them say it just didn't work out. We just had differences on some things or blah, blah, blah. And it just wasn't something I was looking for. We wasn't compatible and they just move on. I don't think most women would deem him as not suitable of a leader. Maybe not for you. Just like you said before, you said find somebody that you can communicate with. You don't want to deal with somebody that can't communicate with your snap. Right. Stop. But that same person that can't communicate with you based off who you are and your worldview, it might be with somebody else. Absolutely. So that's why I say this whole thing, most men do not know how to be leaders. I do not believe that is to be the case. Sure. Because I don't believe it's the case because a lot of times a lot of women base situationships as the merit of or the rubric of him trying to lead. Where both parties wasn't really being serious until somebody fell for one or the other and it just didn't work out.
That stems also from communication. But absolutely. I'm not basing it off of that. If we're talking personally, I don't think a situationship I'm looking to somebody as to lead at all.
Well, I'm saying a lot of times when women say this in general, they base it off the situationships.
How do you know though?
Because you may think it's a relationship, he thinks it's a situationship.
But also that stems from communication. Let's not act like people don't lie.
He probably didn't come out and straight up say this is a situationship. But he gave you all the signs that's what it is. But he didn't come out and exactly say
all signs and saying, yeah, most men are sitting out here talking about I want the moon and the stars with you. Now, some are being honest, and I appreciate an honest man, but there are others that they aren't honest and they are lying. Marcus, you were just talking about not too long ago in episodes or whatever about being funny about how the fact of that you're not going to tell a girl whatever that you want to fuck two girls, you're just going to go out and cheat. Yeah. Exactly. You're proving my point.
But that doesn't take away from that I still want to do the girl, like my girlfriend or my wife at the time.
This is what I mean. We're lacking of communication sometimes with certain
people. Well, no, yeah. If I tell her that, she's probably not going to be with me. If I tell her that shit, she's probably not going to be with me. But the thing of me not telling her, this is the thing though. I have to gauge it too. Is this going to be detrimental to her? Is it going to be some negative effect if I do this? If it's not, I'm not going to tell you. If I end up liking this chick, then I'm going to tell you.
I'm just
so if it's something that will not hurt you, I know it won't fuck up what we got going on, then I'm not going to say shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll answer the question that you said, Ash.
Hold on. Before we dive deep into it, let's play the video a little bit more. Before we dive into it. It's all we ain't got much longer on it.
Oh yeah, we only got it.
And the reality of it is you're not. And you wonder why these women are not following you is because you're not a leader. You're not even showing none of these characteristics.
It's the delusion of the reality that men are.
I have women that follow me.
There's this delusion of a reality
and I feel like that's another thing
that isn't conducive with the real world anymore.
It's the difference between
money rules everything.
That's the difference.
Money rules everything. It's getting so cutthroat out here.
I'm glad you said that.
It's getting so cutthroat out here that money is over everything. Your mentality and money. If you're not on the same page in regard to how to overcome these obstacles that are amongst us during these unprecedented times, nobody has ever seen things like this in this country and throughout this year.
I agree that women feel like money is their god. Money is their god. They worship money. And this is the problem.
Because money gets you out of fuck niggas like this. You don't have to deal. You don't have to deal. You have the choice to live in your own truth be in your own energy
definitely
and do
trust
the
that.
things that you want to do until you die without ever having to deal with the counterparts.
Right.
Like
Do
with
you
the
believe that the
counterparts
men
that
of value that these top nine?
what men of value? Nobody cares about those men.
Men
Men don't. It doesn't matter.
calm down,
Bad
calm down.
bitches don't put men.
You're not a bad bitch. You're not a bad bitch. Calm down. But do you believe the men that make more than
You are a coward. You're a coward. I know gangsters. No, listen. I want you to understand
I know
something because I told
gangsters.
you this before. I know gangsters.
What does that mean?
And I'm looking you in your eye right now. You're not.
I'm not a
a
gangster.
thorough nigga. No,
I'm
and
not a
you're
gangster.
you're not a gangster. You're also a coward.
Why are you
and
upset?
you don't
Why are
like
you upset?
women because I don't.
Women.
Because no,
I
you
love
don't.
black women,
And you're
dark-skinned
so
women.
insecure.
I love dark-skinned black women.
You're inadequate.
I love
You're
dark-skinned black women.
extremely
But I don't like
inadequate.
masculine women.
I'm not masculine.
I like
I'm telling you the
dark-skinned black
truth.
women.
You're a
Why do
child.
you keep pointing
You're a
at me?
child.
Okay.
You're a child.
You're allowed to say that.
You're a child.
The point I'm trying to make
You're
is
a child.
where's the 9 men that make
You're a
$90,000
child.
that want to date this?
I have
Who wants this in their household? Who wants to come home to this?
Whatever.
Who wants to come home to this?
Thank you.
All right, wait.
Thank
All right,
you.
okay, time out.
Who wants to come home to this?
How about we get back? Let's get back on topic. I don't want to take.
And it's not just black. I think beautiful women. I think black women are objectively the most beautiful women on the planet.
He's a
But
pander.
when they
He
behave
knows.
like this-
He knows what to say. He knows when he's doing a white tactic. He's doing a white boy tactic. Let me tell you something. How he's doing a white boy tactic. I'm about to get in my politics right now. Let me tell you how he's doing a white boy tactic, right? Because he's telling you he loves all the all the superficial things about black women, right? But he doesn't understand, like when black women. What did Malcolm X say? The black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected woman in this country,
Yes, I
right?
remember that
And when
speech.
we internalize that and we do that like that and whatever, a real nigga would have compassion about how black women represent themselves in the tight game that they run, right? A fuck nigga from the Caribbeans will ostracize you, will ostricize you and make you feel like, oh, you're angry, you're this, you're that. No, I'm not that. I'm probably telling you something. And before you air this out, you're gonna, because I didn't know that I was gonna be in the presence of someone
She
like
knows
this.
that
And that's
fucked
what I
up
told
shit.
you before I got here. I don't like these fucking type of niggas. I told you that. I
caused you to behave.
I'm going to Grenada. I'm moving. That's what
Grenada. It's called Grenada.
I'm gonna say Grenada because I don't fucking believe anything you fucking
That's
say
absolutely
anymore.
fine. But she believes
Before you-
that men of value
this might
want
not
this. She believes men of value want this.
Nigga, look.
First of all, you smell funny, right?
I smell funny.
You do. You
Why
smell
you
funny, and the
you-
nigga that I fucking fuck with, you can never touch. Even the fucking white
What is
boy,
in that
you
cup?
lame-ass nigga. Are you fucking serious? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Like every American achievement, GMC
Love
truck is
this.
the result of dedication.
No.
I ain't gonna hold you. Ooh.
Yeah, I would like that.
I make $350,000.
So then represent yourself like so then represent yourself like a professional woman. Sit down and have a conversation.
But you keep antagonizing. You gotta.
Her friend said she's antagonizing her.
She's allowed to call me a child. She called me a fuck nigga, a child.
All right, listen. Can you?
You're blocking the camera. She's allowed to call me a fuck nigga or a child.
You're talking about a camera.
You're allowed to call me a fuck. Hold on, answer me first. She's allowed to call me a fuck nigga and child, bitch ass nigga. I know gangsters.
After you was antagonizing
Not coming back.
No.
You're still beautiful. You.
Her friend is literally saying the shit she did was okay because he provoked her.
Yeah, shut the F up.
Look, and she laughed. But
Damn,
what do y'all
that's
thought?
crazy.
It is funny.
It is funny.
I like when that ass go in front of the camera.
Hey, bro, I think that alcohol started hitting that thing. You saw she was stalking and she was about to take that coat off because it started getting hot.
Yeah,
that was the alcohol talking. But I would say that, man, you gotta be careful when you get on these panels and be drinking, man, because you'll watch that shit the next day and you be like, damn, I shouldn't have did all that. But I mean, how she feel. But I think she went overboard off just having conversation.
I think she could have said all that without being as rowdy in those exact words too. I don't think she should have changed her words. I think to appease the masses, she could have sat down and said that and had the calmest voice and said what she needed to say and still get the whole thing across, because what she's saying probably isn't wrong per her. I just think because she's rowdy, and we have a thing about women being rowdy, it looks bad.
It looks bad because she's rowdy. It's not because it looks like she. It's a thing about black women being rowdy. She's literally yelling and calling him an N-word in front of everybody and all that type of stuff. And nobody is talking like that on the show except her.
All I'm saying is, if that was a guy doing that, some hands would have been thrown.
Oh yeah, it would have been got up there.
So that's in that aspect right there, she's being very masculine. And these are the things that, I'm sorry, but this is the things that a lot of men talk about when it comes to black women. And again, it's not all these black women, because we already know that. Right. So it's always these kind of women that always get highlighted. And we always see shit, right? And so when we do see it, we gotta react to it, and we gotta hold that shit accountable.
Absolutely.
Like Shorty, I get it. You feel some type of way. Yeah, you may not like what he said. Cool. But not once did he come at you. Not once he come at you in an aggressive manner. He been sitting there chilling the whole time, hands up like this the entire time. You sitting up about to take your jacket off. Fuck nigga talking about who you know, what niggas you know, who from the hood about to flip the man head off and shit.
Right.
Dog. Now, if this was a crash out nigga like old buddy, who old girl had the kids on, you know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that you find a nigga like that, he gonna bust you. He gonna give you a couple of them. So you gotta watch, and this is the thing, you gotta watch the type of people that you're around. This is the type of shit that we always talk about. Listen, I hear you. You got a smart mouth. You got an attitude. Cool, but understand, ain't nobody there to protect you. And you just talking reckless. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have sat between both of them.
Yeah, and she did say though that if she had known the type of man that she was sitting next to, she wouldn't want to come.
It don't matter.
She avoids it to avoid these situations.
She should, and that's my thing is, she being from the military, she should already know to have that type of discernment and also have that control over herself. Because she talk about how much she's a vet, she should know how to control herself too, because they do teach that in the military, how to control yourself in situations.
He didn't say anything that bad.
But the thing about it is, you saying the type of guy he is, it's all about her assumptions.
That's what I'm saying. For her, yeah, absolutely.
Like,
other people
she has a preconceived notion of who he is.
He showed her.
Oh,
he did throughout the clip, and that could be per her though. You know what I mean? He triggered some things that she's experienced before, and so she found out for her who exactly he is. And every time he spoke and said something, it just proved her more. I understand. I think that her flipping out as much as she did was crazy. A little bit, girl. You did a little too much. Say that drink to the cup was too much.
It's insane. It's crazy. If I said something to a girl that I knew was gonna piss her off, bitch, you crazy as fuck. I know you crazy. And she gave me some sort of attitude. And at that point, now I'm accepting her and saying, I knew I shouldn't be hanging out with girls like this. Like, that's kind of how you do it. Like you're poking, and once he flips or does anything, now that's who he is. It doesn't matter what the fuck you said or how you brought it up. That doesn't even matter. Like, that's the craziest thing when you see conversations like this. And this dude has been calm the whole time. He was saying a general statement. May have not said some words that she wasn't like nice and pretty, and then now she gets reaction about it. She gets triggered, and then he kind of up a little bit more, and they get up and up and up, and now that's who he is. Now he's the fuck nigga and all this other shit.
He was saying that though before it even got as rowdy. That's like saying, that's like us going to the club. Let me base it. We go to the club, okay? All of a sudden, we see a group start forming. And you hear on my mama or some crazy shit, we all know to start exiting. Why? Because we've already learned what happens in that situation. It's because we have learned about what things happen around us and how things are going to maneuver. And per her and per all of us, we have learned situations.
But if you're the one that pushed the dude, and he said, "Oh my mama," then you can't be like, "Oh, you know what? Hey, we know what happened. That's how she wants to run people." You know what I mean? You can't do that.
It was building up though. Like, let's not act like
it
just came out of left field. Per her, that's how she was
like do you understand what I'm saying? Like they're just having conversation, and then he says something that she didn't like. Just like if someone said just something in general that black people got big ears or some shit like that. That has nothing to do with me. But then for some reason I show a lot of offense to it. And then, almost like you said to me, and then my attitude changes a little bit. So then it's like, all right, then so my attitude changes, then yours changes a little bit. So I kind of started, but the conversation I'm saying had nothing to do with you. You just took it. Right. So I mean, but you can't then judge that person and say, this is how I don't want to be around people like this. You need people who will just let you talk all the shit you want to talk and then just not say nothing.
But that's not that we all know that's not what she was saying.
Hey Ash, let me ask you this: if you were saying some stuff and I didn't like and I took it personal, am I justified to talk to you and call you a B word?
No, and I'm not justifying her actions.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking. Like, if you said something that made me feel some type of way, do I have the go ahead to disrespect you?
Everyone
per me.
Yeah, everybody can do what they want. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody's gonna feel the way they want. If you wanted to call me a bitch, you were going to call me one, right? But if you didn't have to, you're not going to. If you don't want to, you're not going to. That's exactly how the other guy was. We can handle it in 72 different ways. I'm not justifying her actions. What I am saying is people are going to handle it how they want. She was triggered. She acted upon it. The drink was definitely glowing. She was doing a little too much. But if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. And I completely understand on how she feels per how she feels between him and her. She saw something she didn't like, and she's allowed to. We're allowed to react to different people. I can pick somebody out and I can see it. I literally spot them a mile away and be like, nah, I know I don't fuck with that one. That's just how it is. You learn from experience. Is it okay that she said all those things? No. Like, she called him a whole bunch of names.
I just don't think men move that way, because if I was about to get in my car and I've been drinking a little bit, I'm a grown man, and my boy's like, bro, I don't think you should drink that. I don't think you should drive. And he takes my keys because I'm gonna fuck some shit up. Instead of him being like, you know what, bro, you're a grown man. Go ahead. Hey, do what you gotta do. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not a friend. That's not cool. I can do whatever I go to do. I'm a grown man. That's my car. I pay for alcohol. I did all that shit. But to be a friend or want society to be good, you gotta pinpoint what's not good thing, what's just not good, and lead those people in the right way to say, hey, I know you can do shit on your own, but that's probably not the best way to handle it.
I agree. I agree with Courtney on this one, man. It's like, I think the whole premise of this video, I mean, you can take whatever you want to take. You can take whatever you want as disrespecting and everything, but I think the main thing is this was a good illustration of what a lot of men with sense are talking about when we warn like women, like, don't be just talking crazy to any guy. It's like what is called, Courtney, pre-active protection, proactive protection instead of reactive protection.
Yep.
Right. So I would see, like, if I was a dad and everything, and say my daughter, she described this guy right here, I would say, well, more than likely you probably just need to, before it get crazy, remove yourself from the situation, because you just don't know how it's going to go. If she do the opposite and flip his hat because she don't like the words that he said, then he choose to go upside her head and all that stuff. I ain't gonna say it's justified. I don't condone hitting women and everything, but I think these are one of the things that men are trying to communicate with women. Like, just because you feel something, this, that, and the third, don't mean you can just display that and get all in the dude's face and hit his hat and all that stuff. And how we see how this is. She tried to.
Oh, I didn't.
But he backed up. She tried to flip his hat.
Yeah, I think that is.
So then this is a good illustration right here. She was the aggressor, right? Yet the woman is going to him. His hands up. He like, I ain't trying to have no problem. This woman with the pink is laughing and trying to get on him to not react. But she can do whatever she want to do. Now, if this was the other way around, the host would have got up. People that was in the camera would have got up. They would have did a whole bunch of stuff. So I think that's what Courtney was trying to allude to. Like women need to like be careful when they interact with men in this way. If you do not like what you are more than welcome just to get up and say, hey, I don't like how this is going. I don't like him. F him. I'm gone. Right? No, she fed into it and actually was acting worse than everybody on the show.
And became belligerent.
Cause she like her homeboy Paul or Jack or whatever she had in that damn cup.
Yeah, that cup was definitely doing something to her blood.
Because when she first started, she probably was tilted, but I didn't hear a lot of slurring and all that type of stuff.
Right.
But when it got to right here, you can tell she was feeling herself.
Right. And I think also too that comes from, I think that women should be able to express themselves if they don't like something that a man says. I don't think to immediately walk away, but I do think that you should never put your hands on a man or a man put his hands on a woman. But I also think like there are situational awareness when like he also knows not to like hit her. Now there are men that will, but like that it would be unnecessary just because she called you a whole bunch of bitches and hoes doesn't mean you need to throw hands. Like there needs to be that level as well. Like I don't think women should just shut up and not say anything, but I also don't think men should just be putting their hands on women. Unless they're being touched. I don't condone violence. I think her touching him is crazy.
And somebody made a good point. They just said at the end of the day, instead of trying to attack the person, just attack the points, attack the facts. Well, if they said some shit, instead of going at him, like, oh well, you a YouTuber, I know niggas like you. You don't know me, bro. So attack the point that I made. Attack the argument. Why are you coming at me for? Because you don't know me from a can of paint. I don't know you from a can of paint, but you really displaying some shit right now that I've seen before, and I can pinpoint the shit that you're doing right now, and I can tell you who you are just based off of how you react. And and it goes both ways. But again, she's showing more of herself than he's showing himself. He's just talking the points, and he's just having a debate. So he's being a little bit more still in what he's talking about, and she's being the one that's a little bit more aggressive. So in that, just attack the points. That's it. You get triggered by it, cool. That's on you. That's your problem. But that ain't my problem. Attack the points, and then if you can't attack the points, just shut the fuck up.
And I wouldn't sit by nobody that got black gloves on inside.
Facts. Like for real.
That's getting a little weird as well.
It's getting weird, but I mean, again, he hasn't posed a threat to anybody. He just talking.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. I mean, her flicking his hat is definitely a threat, but outside of that, I don't think any of that was.
What you mean? Her doing this, her sitting up, doing this.
Oh, that part, yeah. Well, when she started to get up and moving, absolutely, as in like she's. I think too. Normal people in the sense of him of being like, you can see when people are becoming belligerent. If you're a normal person, you're not gonna be as rowdy as they are. That's just kind of like normal human nature. If you understand what normal means, like if the people on this panel, if a girl is getting rowdy with you like that, is your first instinct to go back and be also rowdy, or are you going to be calm?
It depends on the situation.
In this specific situation,
I might feel like arguing with her.
That part is fine, but are you going to feel like doing anything else? But I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like,
I might push ass. If she try to touch me, I might push.
That part's fine because she put your hands on you, but that's what I mean. Like, you're not immediately going to start swinging. Like, that's just what I mean by normal. Like, we all have some self-awareness of just like. I don't think he was either. No, I'm just saying that there's some self-aware.
I think most men don't. I think in general, most men would do what he's doing. There's a small amount of men that would go back and forth and do that. Right. But I think most men, and I've seen the time and time again, most men would do what he's doing. Yeah. But the thing I think what Courtney is alluding to is we don't live in an absolute world. So we can't say just because most would do it, you might get the right one that day that ain't got no sense. And that's the proactive protection that I think a lot of us men try to tell women, don't put your hands, just because you don't like the dude, don't put your hands on them, don't get up, because if he was a guy, right? If she was a guy, the way she raised up and started doing this and all that stuff, he would have raised up and he was like, what you trying to do?
Facts. That'll be the first question. What type of time
got going on? What you trying to do?
What you want?
But we literally honestly seen that because that's what happened on that Joe Budden podcast when we covered.
Guy sitting in the chair.
Yeah, Buddy stood up and then she was getting escalated, and the shorty that was in the room was like, hey. And then Joe was like, hey, don't do that shit on this floor or whatever. Like, y'all better take that shit way outside the building if y'all gonna do that.
Yeah.
But once you raise up, it's like, all right, well shit, what's really up?
Right.
And that's where the whole masculine shit come into the perspective, so to speak. Which is where I say women are the ones that are toxic masculine. Because as a man, whatever the fuck I gotta do to protect what I gotta do to protect what I got. But women with a clitoris and not a dick, y'all trying to be diet man, Y'all ain't got what we got. Y'all
Right.
ain't
So
got
you already know that it's not that.
y'all got yeah, but the thing is, for some reason, some women think that because they can act emboldened to do some shit that is just supposed to be fucking tolerated. And it's like, no. Because like another thing that I wanted to get at too, I mean, this is probably at the end of the clip, they probably finna fight or something. So my thing is, when Shorty was like, oh, well, you can't, I don't respect nobody that don't know how to lead. First of all, no disrespect to women, but toxic hood nigga gonna jump off the porch. Bitch, who the fuck are you to tell me that I don't know how to lead? Just because my leadership style don't match what the fuck you fucking was daydreaming about don't mean I don't know how to lead. Did you sit back long enough to realize what the fuck I got going on? Or just because the first 2 fucking bullet points ain't fit your fucking schematics, you just think that, oh, I don't know how to lead, so I'm not gonna listen at all. Let me run down the first 10 bullet points, and then you could come back and be like, hey, 6 out of 10, which is over a 50% clip, don't really add up. So this is why I'm acting the way I'm acting towards you. Nah, motherfuckers get 2 bullet points in out of 10 and be like, oh, you don't know how to... First of all, bitch, you not seeing the bigger picture. You in your emotions right now. Zoom out.
Exactly.
So,
because it's not working fast enough, then you disqualified. I need it right now.
there are certain
I'm not on your
things
timeline. Like
that
zoom
will
out.
immediately disqualify you. There are others that are. I think all people have like immediate standards, like the things like that you're not going to move on, foundational standards of just like these things I'm not budging on and other things I'll compromise on. And so for him or for her, he probably hit some of the ones that she's like, no, I wouldn't budge on. So for her, he can't. But for probably the people that he's dating, I'm sure that they don't mind.
He said the same thing about. He said, like, shit, I wouldn't be checking for you either.
Right. They definitely just don't speak the same language for sure.
But
so.
here go the thing,
They wasn't trying to date each other though. I can understand. Like, I mean, every time he talked, he only got like 5 words in, so she don't even know who he is, all his points for real. She heard keywords and just went the fuck off. So, 3 words is all you need.
So
see, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're all talking about. He said the first 2 bullet points, it is over with. That's like you say 3
those
words.
are foundational things. If he faltered on foundation, her, not you're not gonna float everybody's boat, and that's okay.
But you got to give him time. You got to give him time though, because one of the things.
If he said foundational things that he doesn't do, why would she give him time? Now I'm saying as a friend, just conversation, sure.
Ash, I got a question.
Okay.
Are we building a garage or are we building a house?
Depends on how you build it.
It takes more than 2 slabs of foundation to build a house.
Right, but it also takes a lot of work to build that house, and I need to know how you're gonna build it to get there.
So if I only pour 2 slabs, that's enough to hold an RV in the garage.
But did you tell me how you were gonna get there before you started pouring the slabs?
I ain't gotta tell you the shit.
Pass.
I
want communication.
Hey, check this out. No,
needs to be communicated, but it needs to be open.
When y'all go
I'm not
to
gonna
church,
let you lead me blindly.
And this is not you personally. This is the greater 80% of society.
Okay.
When all these women that gave the pussy to fucking 40 niggas and then they go into church and they trying to find the Lord, do they disqualify the Lord after the first 2 points? Or do they wait and find understanding into the bigger picture of what the fuck the Lord is telling y'all to do?
The Lord is fine. I'm not wasting my time with men. So no,
I'm
if you're
just
not going to
asking.
show me up front, I don't want
Ash,
to hear it.
I don't gotta show you nothing up front. I'm not telling you I can make you orgasm in 5 minutes. I ain't gotta pull the dick out and show you that shit. I'm showing you how I'm leading. I ain't gotta show you that up front.
And that's okay.
You gotta trust me and see the bigger picture. If you come to me and I got a 6-bedroom house in a G-Wagon, what the fuck else am I gotta show you up front for you to fucking realize that, hey, with or without you, this program is on a roll?
Now I need to know, are you emotionally intelligent? Do you know how to communicate? There's a whole bunch of things. But other women, that's why people get married. Everybody finds their person.
This is why I'm going to dive into my toxic hood nigga bag and be like, bitch, fuck your feelings. Shut the fuck up and let me lead.
And I'm going to exit. Thanks so much. And that's okay.
And I'm gonna
Find
be
someone
like,
else
hey,
will
that
shut up.
ass still fat.
Marcus
though.
was
Please
just
stop
talking
harder
about
when it
quiet
jiggle.
women.
But bye, bitch.
Find a quiet one that doesn't care. I personally, you're gonna have to use your words over here. Yeah, but that's okay.
So here go the thing though. So now when we be like, oh, we gotta train our bitch, y'all got a problem with training. Y'all got a problem with these keywords.
I remember this, yeah.
Exactly. I ain't trying to hit your triggers, but I'm just gonna bring it full circle.
It's fine. I'm not triggered by that anymore. We already talked about it.
And I love you for that.
Ash,
Your smile's so beautiful. I love you for that. But
Ash, how long?
Go ahead, Matt.
How long would it take for you to be with a guy that you will feel comfortable enough that he don't have to run every play by you? You just confident he gonna do it because he got proven track record.
I don't think that there's a time frame. I just feel like, you know how when you know kids are mature enough to get a phone? I see it as the same thing. You know, like, because it really doesn't matter the age as long as your child is mature enough because they've shown you that they're mature. Not saying that you need to wait 9 years to do it. I'm just saying in general of when you find a child that's mature enough to have the phone. Instead of being like, well, I'm going to give it to her at 15, she might get it at 9 because she's mature enough for it because she's shown that.
I got a question for you. In the middle of that, when we were kids, we had, you know, the AOL chat rooms and all that back then.
Crazy work.
You know, when you had the ASL and, you know, all that shit.
Yahoo, yeah.
Be 100% honest. The type of shit we was doing behind the scenes, we were mature enough for that shit.
Should have never had a computer. I was wilding out. But still responsible. There are other attributes, though, that led me to still be responsible. I'm not saying that everything has to be perfect.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, so that's my thing. It's like a lot of these people ain't mature. The problem is, as a parent, a lot of parents just reach a breaking point at the anxiety because they want to control certain metrics, certain factors, and that's why you give your kid the phone. You know right now, especially with Apple products, if you want to go Apple over Android, especially with Apple products, you know that you can track that bitch wherever the fuck is at by yourself. You ain't gotta depend on the police department.
Right.
You can do find my device and figure out wherever the fuck that device is at, as long as it's within your network.
Yeah.
So did you really trust that kid, or did you just want to add extra parental guards?
That's what I mean, though. You find them responsible enough to have the phone, and then of course you add guards, which I think is the same thing. Like, that's what I mean by leading. Like, obviously you're not going to have every play-by-play, but there's enough there to be like, okay, this will work, and then you grow with that person.
But here's the thing, though. But here's the thing, though. I just think that it's a personal thing with, you know, with the women who feel as if they have to question, like, okay, can you tell me a little bit about this? Sometimes just let me rock out. I got it. Don't trip. Because a lot of times, because you got to look at it sometimes too, though, because a lot of women want men to conform to what women want as far as communication. All right, sometimes, but in this situation, I need you to conform to what I need. Listen, I don't need to communicate this to you, nor do I want to, nor do I care to right now, because I got things to take care of. So just sit back and just know and trust that I got it. Because most men, my word is my bond. So if I tell you I got it, that means I got it. I don't need you to question me, because now you're gonna piss me off.
Absolutely.
I think yeah, in some cases I do agree with you. Yeah, communication is key, but a lot of times I don't need to be questioned about everything. It's like, all right, if I say this, just rock with it and just roll with it.
Right. And when you prove that, absolutely, I definitely get. When I say by prove it in the sense of, if you say something to me, because this is how I also clock men, of being like, I'll see how this goes. If you tell me a whole bunch of things but don't follow through, you're already leading to where I can't be trusted. So if you tell me things and you follow through, I'm already going to start relaxing. And I'm not the type of person to be like, what is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? That's not what I'm talking about. I let you show me, and then I move that way. I'm quick to be like, okay, never mind, I don't like it.
Ash, I got a question for you. Saying that if it's me and you, we're on a date, I gotta prove shit to you, right?
It's not. You don't have to prove anything to me. I just let you show me.
I'm just saying, though, if I gotta prove stuff to you, are you patient enough to zoom out to see what's going on? If I tell you I'm gonna be somewhere at 9 p.m. on Friday, But I got one of them jobs to where I'm actually the leader at my job. So you ain't qualified me to be your leader yet. But at my job, I got 20, 30, 40 niggas under me.
Sure.
And some shit went haywire, and I couldn't leave my job to come go on a date with you that I planned.
Yes.
Are you magically gonna hold me accountable, being like, oh, well, I can't trust this nigga. He couldn't even show up at 9 p.m. on Friday to take me to Chili.
What did you do? Did you tell her that you couldn't make it?
Whether I could tell her or not, it don't matter.
So
I have to do my job because
I get what you're saying. Right. But I'm just letting you know, if you had like in the middle of all that craziness or whatever, you had just quickly texted and said like, hey, I can't make it tonight. And then we talk about it later. Cool. I'm good. But if we lead up to 9 o'clock and you don't say anything to me, it's now 9:30, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And then you hit me up talking about I got hung up at work. Oh, I knew you took a piss or a shit in that period of time. You chose still not to speak to me. Okay. I'm good. I'm good off that.
At the same time,
it takes 2 seconds to be like, can't make it. I'll talk to you later about it. Boom.
But with you having insider knowledge, not every job allows you to have your phone on the floor.
That
My phone has
fine.
to be in the locker for the entirety of my shift. Are you patient enough to wait till 11:45 when I get off to be like, hey, I know I let you down today, but something came up at work. I had to lead my team through it. Like, I know there was no communication from 9 to 11:45. You pissed smooth the fuck off at me right now. Right. But please, I'm going to call you in the morning and I'm going to let you know what the fuck went on. Just answer your phone.
That part is fine as long as before it was set a precedent if I have to leave my phone in the locker and I can't speak.
Yeah, but
if I am already aware of that, sure. The first time, you get a first strike with me. The first time, sure. Absolutely. But a second strike after we already communicated about it and now we both have expectations of what's being said.
But here
and then something else happens. Not the same thing, but something else you're already showing me that it's just not going to work for me. Because
but I told you that I showed up for you as a protector and a provider, right?
Immediately?
No, I'm just saying, as a man, the base model of a man is to protect and provide, right?
And you've already shown me that.
So I ain't got to show you shit.
Well, you just showed me that. That's what you said. You said I showed you that protection.
But right now, you still trying to quantify. Me showing you is way on bullet point 5. You trying to disqualify me on bullet point 2.
It depends on how you get to there.
And that's bullshit is what I'm driving at.
I give 2 strikes and then you're out. It is what it is. But that's okay because everybody has their own lane. You know what I mean? That just means you weren't meant for me. I wasn't meant for you. And now you can go and find who was meant for you. There's nothing wrong with that.
How do you know that we weren't meant for each other if you
because
quit?
You were already moving funny quickly.
No, I'm not moving funny. You quit before you even got to the game.
I'm not about to waste my time. I've already.
You're not wasting your time. You're living in delusion.
Many times.
You're not wasting your time. You're living in delusion.
One thing I know, you're not going to convince her to let it go.
You're so comfortable living.
You're not going to convince her to let it go.
The problem with women nowadays is, okay, I'm going to take it off for you. The problem with a lot of women nowadays, just like this woman over here. Oh, I'm a vet. Whoop-de. Okay, bitch, fuck you, Courtney a vet. What happened? We done level the playing field. What happened?
Right.
Y'all so stuck playing in fight mode that y'all can't wait to take flight.
I can't speak for other women on that one. For her, she just got out of her relationship, so she's still hurt. She's healing. So for her, I get it.
I mean, she was on and off, so it wasn't that serious.
Okay, so if you got out of a relationship with a 5-incher,
I would not say anything is hurt about that lady.
Hey, on some comedic shit,
I don't believe shit she said though.
If she got on some comedic shit, just to add some comedic relief, if she got out of a relationship with a 5-incher and she run into a 9-incher, she gonna get hurt again regardless. Just on some dumb shit. But no
experience.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood. But
you want to know what the interesting thing is?
Go ahead, man.
You know what the interesting thing is that I think a lot of women don't appreciate from men in general. I ain't talking about ain't shit, man. I'm just saying average man, good men. You know, men ain't shit, whatever. I think a lot of times y'all don't really understand how much men are going through this thing called life, and we figuring it out, and we just trying to do the best we can do. Right. Sometimes we don't have everything step by step what we're gonna do. We just know we're gonna get it done. We're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna go through that tough patch, and whatever happens, we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna figure it out. I think sometimes I think a lot of women they look at that, oh, he don't know what he's doing, so I'm questioning him. What we gonna do? Blah 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 blah. You be like, look, I got it. Don't worry about it. Oh, I'm unsure. I'm gone. Right? But there's no handbook about like how to. There's things that you can learn from your dad and all that type of stuff, and you can have like certain instincts and stuff. But when you're going through life, you buy your car, you got your house, you done lost your job, you got to make something out of nothing and everything of that nature. I don't think a lot of women, not saying you, I'm just saying in general, when these conversations come up, I don't think they really understand what men actually go through when we don't know the actual steps, but we just know we have to get to this point and we figure it out.
I think I do understand what you're saying, and I agree that, we're both having different experiences. So absolutely. But I do think as a woman that a lot of women do stay for that to find. A lot of women stay in relationships for a long period of time, watching to see what happens with their person because they want to build with their person. I think once we hit a certain age, and that's kind of where I'm personally sitting, once you hit a certain age, you don't want to do the shooting in the gym with you anymore. We want a plan. Once you hit a particular age, I need you to have a plan. You're not about to be over here 35 and up telling me that you still don't know what you want to do. Personally, other people can, and that's totally okay. Personally, for me, no, I need a little bit of a plan. I do. I need you to have one because I have one. And that's all I'm asking for is I need you to have what I have or more.
I can agree. I can agree with the age situation. Like if you're 40 years old and you making like 30,000, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's kind of like, damn, what you been doing, bro? But I'm saying on like the average stuff, like I say let's do the average income. Let's put 10 on top of that. So I think the average income is about 50. Let's just say 50. Yeah. Both the woman making 50, the man making 50. And I'm speaking of like things in that nature. We're past that, right? We're past that intro. We was 28, 24 years old and all that type of stuff. I'm talking about when we hit this new point of our life in this day and age. Let's say I'm 32 and it's the first time I ever lost my job. And they ain't give me no severance. And I got this woman with me and I was like paying majority of the bills. Yeah. There's a lot of women out there that will be like, oh, he on a time limit. If he don't get it together in 2 months, then I got to go. Right? Because
a lot of women that will stay. But yeah.
Yeah. So we understand the dating statistic. It takes like at least 6 months to find you another job. It don't happen. It usually take a whole month to go through 3 panels of interviews. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just speaking of like things. This is a new thing with him that he's trying to figure out because I didn't got laid off. I didn't got fired. But every time I didn't know what I was going to do next, it pushed me to get to where I am today. Right. So now I'm with a good company. I ain't gonna say who, but I'm pretty sure you probably see it every day and consume whatever about 2 times a day. No homo though. But this is the building block. What makes the men be the men that you see when they at the end of like when women say, "See, that's the type of man I want." It's him going through that thing, and then if you got a woman that now I understand there's some women they judgment is bad because there's a difference between potential and hope. You got a lot of hope.
Follow the potential a lot.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you cooking with that one.
I was a victim of that shit too, bro.
They hope that he will get his act together. You know, he trying to be a rapper and all that stuff, and they hope everything gonna work out. But yeah. All right, they hope he gonna be
just a decent human being in the world, corporate or whatever. We don't need to go the revenue, but yes,
right. Well, they hope, but when you have the potential, it's like an everyday conversation. All right, babe, what you doing today? Well, I can't. You know that date that we talk about, I can't do it because couldn't find out I got to take the certification next 2 weeks or whatever. So I got to really lock in. I ain't gonna see you that much. I'm gonna try my best, but you know X, Y, and Z. That's potential because you see he's actually making actual steps to where he's trying to be. Hoping is he playing the game and everything. You be like, oh, I thought you were studying. I'll just do it next 2 weeks and everything, and then you hope he get his act together. And I think a lot of women conflate that and they go through their life and they be going through this hope and they say, well, I ain't got time for potential. It's two different things. Potential is you seeing the work. hoping is like he's fine. He lay it down in the bed and everything. This is all I want in a man. I just hope the finances.
Hey, Ashley, I got a question when macaroni is done. I got a question.
That's it. That's it. I just want to like all the women.
That's the same as like how you guys see top tier and how you think it's one way and we think it's another. That's the same thing how we see potential.
Ash,
we see it one way.
I got a question. I got a question.
Yeah.
Me and you go together, right?
We've been going together a lot.
Hey, you been.
I know.
Y'all been going together. Y'all been going
is-
together a lot tonight, bro.
No, but this is the thing though. I'm just trying to paint the picture without just making up imaginary names and everybody get lost in the story. Like, what the fuck going on? Me and you go together, right? I told you no matter what, I'm providing, I'm protecting. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A wrench gets thrown in my program. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes as a men sometimes they also believe in their women. I mean, I know a lot of people on podcasts probably ain't gonna tell people this, but sometimes men do go to their woman to get grounded,
to seek counsel.
Here go my thing. Here go my thing. It even goes back to Buddy that had the kids outside of his relationship. Can you believe in me longer than I believe in myself? If I give up on myself, will you stay there long enough to reset me? Now, if you absolutely can't reset me, I understand that part to where you leave afterwards.
Yeah.
But my question is, because this is the problem with a lot of modern women. They give up on their man before their man even give up on himself.
It's also too depending how men act when finances, because a lot of men are built on finances. That's where they feel. It depends on how men act. Like when you deal with certain men that are financially hurting, they struggle with everything else. It's how they treat you. That's why, like, you never date a broke man because he's gonna treat you like shit. But
that's the thing,
some
though.
that are like that. That's why we
I'm not
come up
going,
with that thing.
and I understand that. I'm not going to tell you to subject yourself to a man to where when you got into a relationship with him, he was financially broke, because before he became financially broke, other processes in his system broke way before that.
Right.
But if you came into a healthy situation so everything was working and a wrench got thrown into his program, because a lot of
shit happens. It's like
a relationship is in symbiosis, right? It's kind of like the movie Spawn. Dude was just a human, but the alien symbiote, when that motherfucker linked with him, ain't much anything on Earth minus loud noises that can stop him.
Fact.
You know what I mean? That's kind of like a relationship. You should be able to ignore the majority of the loud noises outside and find grounding within each other.
Absolutely. That's your person.
Right?
Absolutely.
So my thing is, if I know we joking about on the pod, but if we go together and I get down bad to where I give up on myself.
Yeah.
As a woman, knowing that when you came in, you bet all your cards on me.
Right.
Do you have the wherewithal to at least try to reset my grounding to where I get back on track to take care of us before you give up on me?
Absolutely. I think that that's just
if the immediate time a wrench gets in my cog, you fucking dip. That's where you get all these supervillains from, and they're like, "Fuck it, why do I need a bitch? Like, I just need some pussy. I just need some head. Like, why am I
it just depends on the person. But I mean, if that's your person and you rock with them, of course you're going to stick around to see where it goes after. But I mean, if it's not, then they're going to leave. I think, it obviously hurts and shit like that. It's fucked up. But that also just lets you know that wasn't your person. Let's heal and move to the next.
Because from the podcast, like, she's disqualifying Buddy before she even got to the starting line. It's just like Courtney said, he's a vet with a podcast. What the fuck do you mean? I mean, we can go to Buddy's channel. I think he got like 10K followers.
I thought she was talking. The one next to him that he does podcast.
Yeah,
the one that's sitting next to her, or the one across.
Yeah, no, dude that was sitting in the middle. That's his program.
Oh, he does podcast.
Right. He got like 10K followers.
But is he like What kind of podcast?
I'm just saying, most people start a podcast. They can't even monetize the bitch. And
That
monetization
part
is
is
1,000.
totally fine. It's not about the numbers. It's about what the content is about.
And I
Rising women.
I understand that as well, but whatever your content is about or not, you made it beyond the starting line to where you're actually getting paid for showing up now. You no longer doing this shit for
She
free.
knocked his business. She was knocking him as a person. She wasn't knocking what he does in the sense of what he does. She's knocking his personality.
Oh, she said you're a podcaster many of times.
Yeah, but in the sense of, because when we think of podcast men, that's why we say like those men.
No.
He
She
said he
couldn't say you ain't shit.
He said he got a YouTube channel. He didn't say he had a podcast. He said he
That's
got
what
a
I
YouTube
thought, but they're saying he's a podcaster. So then,
I don't know if he's a podcast. I just heard her say he a YouTuber.
A YouTuber. There you go.
Oh, okay. So he's not.
YouTuber.
Don't make money.
But here go the thing, though, right?
money.
See, my thing that's really disrespectful. We don't go to a chick and walk up to her and be like, "Oh, you just an OnlyFans bitch."
Some do though. Some do.
I probably
look at you, Marcus. Thank you.
I know,
yes,
but the thing is, if you can capitalize off of it, whether we agree with it or not, we let you rock.
Yeah. Some don't. Let's back up,
I'm
because there
speaking-
are a lot of people that dog women out for their past and their current all the time. That's literally how podcast men are made.
But it depends on what they're trying to do. If they think they can hold up with, like, just say Donald Trump in a conversation, and they think they deserve to be in those rooms, then no, you'll get dogged. But yeah, if you just say, yo, I'm making money, cool, like, no, this is fine.
No, do you think?
There's a lot of podcasts.
I'm speaking in the spectrum of the majority. The majority of dudes is like, I probably wouldn't marry you, but we could go get dinner or something. But the reason I'm not gonna be in a relationship longer than 3 months with you is because you selling ass.
So why are you even talking to her? Just to get some ass.
He wild about taking him out the
Well,
date.
the reason I'm talking to you right now is I seen the highlight reel and it was hitting, and I'm trying to review the tape in person.
And that's valid if you're honest. I think it's people want F buddies. There's nothing wrong with that. Just be honest about it.
I seen the highlight reel. I'm gonna take you some whole. We not finna go get 50 Flow Hibachi. I know the motherfucker that served the food at that hibachi spot. I'm taking you to that hole in the wall where they don't know me, they don't know you.
Facts.
I'm gonna see if the in real life experience was like the highlight reel.
Duck off.
But
Yeah.
I can't take you
I don't want
nowhere
dinner
where
if you
anybody
just
know
want the
us.
benefits, but I get it.
No,
but I'm direct. Well,
it's a dog eat dog world, so it is what it is. But you know, I'm just letting you know why some people will entertain you for a short period of
I
time.
know
It's like,
why y'all do that shit. It's fine.
hey, the highlight reel look glorious. I might have to see about it.
But yeah, I think she was wilding out. She did go a little extra. I understand her on, how she feels about him that's just what she feels. I get it. The stuff that you've been through, you can see through men sometimes. But did she need to do all that? No, there was a little drink in her cup. He handled it well for what it was.
My problem is a lot of women, they step into this lane to where they're shoulder to shoulder with men on a daily basis. And then they embolden themselves to thinking that, I'm not gonna say that they're equal, but they do think that to varying degrees they can stand at damn near shoulder to shoulder with men on a daily basis. And it's like, no. At the end of the day, femininity is y'all chilling, y'all fucking shit, and y'all actually believe somebody that sets a lead.
It's y'all superpower. That's what it is.
And masculinity is somebody that knows how to create something out of nothing. Men don't have a fucking manuscript as to how to be a man. That's a day-by-day play. So sometimes I don't even know what the fuck I'm telling you to do, and you believe in me. But I just feel like, when I did 100 bullet points and I rounded it down to 80, this shit makes sense. So
that's why you speak to your woman so she can help you round it out. That's the whole point of a team.
Yeah.
Tell her your 100 bullet points so she can help you narrow it down to 20, and now both of y'all know how to move to get it.
But here's the thing, though. Sometimes all I need to do is give you the instruction and for you to execute. I
That
don't need
part
you to
is
start.
fine, depending.
I don't need you to start dissecting the shit, because once you start dissecting the shit, and I start coming up blank, now you're not trying to listen.
Well, I need it to sound logical. I'm not about to be out here doing something that I don't think is smart.
It don't gotta sound good.
Well, that's communication. I'm not about to be doing something I think is stupid. No.
No.
But if we communicate and we work together, and I fully understand where you're coming from, absolutely, I'll support you. I'm gonna still do me, but I'm gonna support you.
If I took you out the pool and been like, "Hey, I'm willing to die for you. You willing to die for me?" And you like, "Oh, that's a decent concept, you know." All right, I'm gonna test you for a week or two, and I'll show you that I'm willing to die for you. Now that I put you on the line to die for me, and you know that I don't want to lose you. Don't get me wrong. There's people that there's people that elect some sacrificial lambs. So don't get me wrong. But
love how Marcus understood.
Ain't down for nobody, man. I don't give a fuck.
Don't get me wrong. It's some crash outs out there that will really elect some sacrificial lambs. But once I showed you that no questions asked, I'll die for you. If I give you some instructions and be like, "Hey, would you die for me behind this?" And you know that if shit hits the fan, I'll damn near be like, "Fuck it, we die together." You gonna still question me?
I think you need to use different analogies, because you're just going off of death, and I'm like, what is that serious for it to be like, you're gonna die for me, I'm gonna die for you?
And
we're just going to the store. What do you mean?
That's the beauty of being a woman,
right? And I appreciate that. You know what I mean? You got
because a man, we don't gotta question this shit.
And that's just
we like fuck it. The deep end is the deep end. I done did this equation 100 ways, and I realized, you know what? There is a 60% chance that I make it. 60 is greater than 50, so we over half and half. And you know,
I think that's valid.
Just like Smoke just said, we put our faith in God. If I jump off the diving board, I need you to jump with me. The reason it even got to 60% is because we jumped together. If you stay back on the shoreline and you questioning me, and
I will jump. But if it doesn't make sense and it's not logical, and you're not willing to discuss for us to make it to where it does make sense, I'm not jumping. But you can find somebody who will jump, and that's okay.
And honestly, now I see why there's piss in the dating pool.
You can see that. I see it as in, because you think that I'm just going to blindly jump off nothing. That's why I think there's piss in the dating pool. So it's okay.
Whatever it is you like.
I'm gonna leave it at that, because the thing is,
but if we've grown something, sure. But
until we got up to the jump off the bridge moment, I done showed you 1,000,000 times that
that's different.
You know what I mean?
You
so
tell me if
at some
that's
point
where we're at, oh cool, I'll do it.
Even in the Bible with the disciples,
fucking whim, absolutely. If you've shown that is something that can work,
in the Bible,
we spend 60 grand and we only got 80 grand in savings. Fuck yeah, do it. I'm here
in the
for
Bible, right? Even in the Bible, there was 12 disciples. Jesus knew 1 out of the 12 was going to betray him. But he knew 11 out of the 12 were going to shut the fuck up and just do as told. We rocked out.
That's why you got to find your person.
So don't question me. Don't question me 12 times. Are you willing to rock with me 11 out of 12 times to get to a goal?
Well, for me, why would you need to question you 12 times if you communicated the first time?
I don't have to explain everything to you. Everything doesn't have to make sense.
And we're just going to keep going back and forth on this because we aren't meant to be together. And
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with what Raw is saying. Like everything is not going to make sense all the time. So sometimes there's going to be points where, listen, I know where we're going, but I can't necessarily explain to you just yet how the fuck we going to get there. But I know that's where we're going. So I need you to trust me. So in that aspect, you don't need to know everything. It's just
that is fine because we built that.
Hey, but no, so it's like I ain't gonna lie, the yak kicking in, so I might not be no, so like I might not be getting the point all the way across as I want to, but my thing is okay, so like you got Bill Gates.
hey, you know when Raw's been drinking, he trying to focus, he like, all right, boom.
Yeah, nah, I'm Boom. Hey, no. So my thing is okay. So boom. So we got like Microsoft, for instance, right? Bill Gates built something off a figment of his imagination. If y'all keep asking the nigga what he talking about every day when he telling you just go do the shit, we would never have Microsoft where it's at. Just like right now, we're in the AI boom. When you got Elon Musk and all these motherfuckers telling you, hey, this is what your daily task is, go forward, it don't mean send 30,000 emails back and forth questioning shit. Just do what the fuck I told you. Then if it don't work out, we can regroup in the war room. But I'm the one with the idea. I'm the leader. You're the follower. I'm the one with the idea. I've already done 37,000 fucking processes of elimination, and I figured these 5 are probably the path of least resistance. Go out and follow this, and let's just see where we get to. If you keep questioning me on that, you fucking up off the rip.
Yeah, that's different. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's my only thing. It's like
once it's built,
my thing is if I'm the one with the leadership plan, man goes to God, the woman goes to man, the children go to woman. If I done already went to God, who are you to question me all the fucking time when I done told you to do something? Instead of you at least going out and trying it. That's the thing. A lot of women, they don't try anymore. That's why I'm going in general.
What is considered trying? What are you wanting them to do?
Just because you was over there with Dirty Dick Demetrius and Big Bo's fucking Bo, don't mean that when you come to me, because your last 2 fucking attempts failed and you feel like this shit is slightly aligning with some dumb shit that you chose off some bad judgment, don't mean that you fucking question me. They never told you that they'd die for you. I said I would. So treat me different.
They all say that.
Yeah.
You got to tell me something else that they don't say.
So hold on, let's get
Tell me something I
let's get
haven't.
to this question though. Cornelius asked Ashley, "What makes someone your person?"
Personally, I think reciprocity.
Oh, that's a
Communication.
good. That's a good word right there. That's a
He
good.
jumped off Golden Gate Bridge. Let me see that Jack.
That girl good. That girl good.
Good boy. How many syllables that is in there? I can't do no more than 2.
Golly.
Silly. Communication, emotional intelligence, patience, understanding. Financially stable. Let's be real. Yeah, I think that those are high points that I like immediately start looking for of like what comes that makes someone my person for sure.
That's fair.
How they treat people, kindness, all of those normal basic
Good
morals.
character, humility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a toxic thing with these podcasts is we speaking from our 30s. Because in your 20s, financially stable, I wouldn't really put
Right.
that point.
I built the life that I have, and so I expect a certain level.
Like in your 20s, if you're building towards financial stability,
totally different.
there's
I used to be
leeway.
a ride or die in my 20s. Fuck that shit. Now.
That's fact.
Damn, now I can't even pump your gas at the gas station. That's crazy.
Can I use your car?
And as long as you don't fucking cat call me from the door and expect me to come back and walk to you.
Hey, what's up, beautiful?
Hey, Red.
Hey, yo, man, let you have friends.
Need that one.
Why? He lying. He insecure, ain't it? I ain't like that.
You gotta hit him with that T Grizzly. Like, damn, you carry that ass on you every day.
Where my hug at? Where my hug at?
I'm like, yo.
You're giving me goosebumps.
See, next thing you know, you see a pump of gas.
Damn, Goosebumps is wild. Not the PTSD on the pod.
You see that sundress is over with.
Well, yo, if I put 50 in the tank, you'll give me 10.
Hey, Courtney.
What's up?
I ain't gonna hold you. That sundress with no panties on be hypnotizing sometimes.
That's what y'all in sweats are the same way. We see in the same.
Hey,
gray sweatpants. Stop it.
Hey.
I'm
gonna concede at the middle line of the battlegrounds.
Listen, bro. Listen, that's our cue. That's the cue. That's the cue. That's the cue.
Hey, but Cornelius asked the question too, though.
What's up? Oh, who asked me? T Smoke?
Nah, Cornelius. He said, once you deem them your person, how much are you willing to struggle to go through with that person? Is the point that when you quit cause that person is for you?
If you broke, just say that. If you broke, just say that.
I'm in serious.
Dying.
That's nasty work.
Well, I'm not gonna be in a situation like that, but to be broke. But I think that I'm okay with if that's my person, I'm down. You know what I mean? Like you always have to find out like how that person reacts when they're angry, how that person reacts when someone dies, how that person reacts when they lose their job, things like that. So if that's my person, like I'm a rock with you. Like because even if the outside is loud, the inside is still us. And I'm good with that. We can make some shit shake. We can make it through. Because if it's not you, it's gonna be me. Like that's how I see a team.
Okay, so
I
rock with that. I rock with that.
So all money aside, I have one question for you.
No broke boys. No.
My nigga full of questions today.
Hold on. So in a male-female relationship, right? Y'all locked in one-on-one. How much struggle does it take for you to endure to where you actually lock in and are willing to move forward with that person without you giving up and just like, you know what? I'm just over it. I'm not going through this with this person. Like, how much do they have to show on a woman's perspective? How much does the male have to show for you to go forward? Especially like, let's say in your 30s, because I can still tell probably in your 20s, you probably done moved past a couple heartbreaks.
Oh,
so
that is
into your 30s,
I am the way I am now.
Yeah, so like 30s and 40s.
I've been through a lot. So
how much are you willing to endure with your person to where you can work through it instead of just giving up at the first sign of some shit that you went through in your 20s and you like, oh no, fuck this, I'm gone.
Right. I think that it depends on how good our foundation is, to be honest, because it all really depends on what the situation is. But I told you that word.
Foundation.
It depends on how much we built it. You know what I mean? If there's too much going on in the first 2 months, I'm good. Honestly, in the first month, I'm good off you. You know what I mean? So, but if we're in for a couple of years, like at that point, especially because I'm intentionally dating, we pretty much we're locked in at that point. Where currently I am in my life right now. If I'm with you that long, you're most likely my man. So I got you. You know what I mean? And we're unhappy continuously for long periods of time. There hasn't been like a recovery point. It's not us anymore. It's everything. That is probably when I'll exit. But I do understand the ebbs and flows. You know what I mean? It's not going to be rainbows and sunshine all the time. I don't expect perfection, but I do expect connection.
I was just wondering because a lot of people hop on this internet shit and then they just so fucking polarized and toxic. Like,
not over here.
Like, don't preach therapy to me, and you ain't even fucking recommend your therapist to me when we together, and you just gone. Like, hold on, shorty. All this shit you saying online sound good. You ain't even fucking practice that shit in real life. Like, practice what you preach. At least.
What I talk about, I preach. That's
my only.
So basically, Ash. So basically, what you saying is,
we got to close this one now, bro.
Okay, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna shut up.
Nah, let Matt cook. I'm done. Let Matt cook.
No, I was just going. It was short. So basically, Ash, to sum it up, if a guy get through like the basic requirements in say about 2 years, you'll like I guess like be more. You'll have more faith in that person to go through life together.
Absolutely. And I probably will after the first to second. Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Because I'm weeding them out in a couple of months. So yeah, if we make it that long, you're most likely I rock with you hard.
What if he say, can he borrow your car?
Why doesn't he have a car? No broke boys, no new friends. Now that's different. He got into a car accident. He need my car for the next day so he can go to the rental company. Absolutely. Let's be fucking real. But like, I'm not dating a man who doesn't have a car. Nah.
But what if he actually he ain't got no credit card, so he got the ride.
I'm not dating a man that doesn't have a credit
and
card.
then he gonna pay you cash though.
I'm not dating a man that doesn't have cards. A debit card? Be so for real. I'm 35.
No, he has a debit card. He just can't. He can't do it. He ain't got a credit card to get the rental. So
Hey, Matt.
he use your credit card so he can pay you cash.
I
He
want
gonna
an
give you the
adult.
money right
I
then.
want an adult. I'm not playing these games. No.
She
Hey, that's a adult thing not to have a credit card though. You ain't in debt, so that's pretty adult.
That part is fine, but you can have a credit card and not be in debt. You know what I mean? You don't have to utilize it.
Hey, she said you're not gonna make it to be a dope boy with 95 Air Max. She don't even want to hear about
Hey,
the hot
hey,
stuff.
if you know that's gonna be temptation, and you say fuck it, I'm gonna keep that temptation out.
I'm good.
Hey, that could be it.
No, thank you.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Courtney, can you bring up It Smokes question real quick? Yeah, that one right there.
All right, after this, no more questions, y'all, because we gotta close it out.
Yeah, we've been cooking.
Can I ask the panel how many of you pray with your partners regularly?
Well, I don't have a partner. I have a wife. We pray regularly. We probably do more than that though. I mean, we should do more. You always can do more, but we pretty much pray all the time.
Facts.
It's beautiful.
All right, so for me, I do have a wife. I'm not going to necessarily call her a partner, but we pray together, you know, on a minimum 2 times at least. But even times where we don't get to pray together, I know that when I go to sleep at night, because she normally stays up a little bit longer than I do, she prays over me and us. So there's also that.
Oh, Hercules.
When I do have one, I personally don't call it praying, but if we go to that, yes, I do it for me and my partner.
Oh, she
Usually
like
all the
incense.
time. That's often. I'm a manifester, so I just, I just merge it a little differently just because of how I
Pray, manifest.
Yeah, but
whatever
yeah, my
you-
partner is usually always included when it goes
You got
to
your
that.
chakras? You got chakras too?
Yeah.
The jelly beans.
The incense around the house. I got you, babe. I so like the incense.
Yeah, I'm big on Palo Santos and sage around here.
Oh, I was just joking, but God, okay.
Well, I know I'm
I
big on
burn incense during the stream while you playing.
Period. I got crystals on my house, around my house, the doors, the windowsills. I don't play around here. Evil
Get
eyes.
that voodoo shit away from me.
Per you. Other men don't mind.
There go incense right there.
Fire.
I burn them bitches.
All right, my good people. Well, tonight was phenomenal. We almost 4 hours in this bitch. That's a long time, bro.
Yeah.
That's a long time. But everybody was in here cooking though, so it happens like that from time to time. You feel me? So make sure you are here every Tuesday, 7:05 p.m. with the Banner and Barter Show. I will be going live tomorrow on Wednesday, 7:05 p.m. tomorrow. So y'all make sure y'all here as well. And if you haven't subscribed to the Banter and Barter Show on YouTube, go and do that now. Go and run those numbers up, all right?
And if you excessively trolling in the trap on Wednesdays and Saturdays, I will time your ass smooth the fuck out. Just because I'm not talking in that bitch don't mean I don't exist.
Facts.
Watch yourself.
Facts. And if you want to be heard, you better put a super chat in that bit. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. But other than that, man, until next time, my good people, I will holler.
Peace.